2,
2,
1, 2,
3,
1, 2.
Man, I better see that light. If I don't, I'm gonna knock you out, go right back to base and get some sleep.
Look, if you don't want to be here, go back to base.
We decided to discharge our term.
Now back to our regular life.
I got something to tell you too.
Oh, really?
Lucas and Charles were walking, and it was then that they were ambushed by 4 unidentified men, suspected to be associated with Zeke Strayer.
There's a police investigation ongoing right now, and 4 banks have been robbed.
That's crazy. I don't have no money at all available in my checking account.
But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. Until the investigation is over, and until Strayer gets caught.
We gotta do something about these criminals, man. These cops are not doing anything. They're weak out here, man.
So what you mean? Oh, no.
Throw away your badge, big head. Yeah. Trying to change a little bit, bro. You out of your mind. Don't let these calls get best you mentally and emotionally. Yo, I'm good. Dang.
Shit! Ugh. Where do you think you're going, dog? This nigga's trying to run away.
Don't let these calls get best you mentally and emotionally.
A mysterious scene occurred right here in downtown D.C. today.
It's a shame these men that serve our country would do such a hideous crime.
Can you bring him in for questioning, please?
Of course.
You ever heard telekinesis?
I heard from the hallway Lieutenant James thinks that Emmanuel has telekinesis powers.
Oh no, he is taking it a little bit too far.
Cool, right?
We've got a big problem. We don't just have one escaped felon, we've got 2.
What? It's Emmanuel. I don't even know you no more.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? There's blood on your hands.
Gentlemen, I just received notice that Emmanuel's on Minnesota Avenue.
I need officers to go to Minnesota Avenue. Come on, gentlemen, let's move!
So I heard from your neighbors. Emmanuel arrived.
Yeah, he arrived. I didn't let him in.
Gavin, he's at his apartment.
I swore I didn't kill or hurt nobody. I ran around the whole damn city. I got the feds on my back. Watch the hill, Sam. Watch the hill.
And get that son of a bitch off our streets.
Always believed in an open-minded approach to these claims.
It's Tuesday. Welcome to another edition of the Flex Zone. Where else would you be but right here? I'm your host, Mikhail Ramos. Usual suspects in house. Cravante, Dre, D, Byron. Hello.
Whoa.
I'm not here? What's going on?
Raj.
Oh, my goodness. I'm
I
right
did
next to
that.
you.
Raj.
You know,
and I'm looking at
That's
you.
what happens.
right
That's
at
what happens when
Because
she
you
goes to
must have made me
certain
mad
events.
prior to
I
the
never
start
make
of the
you
show.
mad.
So then I
I'm
didn't
always
even
on your good
exclude you.
side.
Okay,
Always.
Trey Songz, your side of the bed. Anyways,
Your side.
how's everybody?
Our side. Okay, no.
How are you? Welcome.
Question is, how are you?
What do you mean? Dareth.
I saw you last night, actually, on TV.
What are you talking about?
You was on TV last night.
I was not on TV.
Well, somewhat.
So, but as you can see, the secret I was keeping was pretty a big secret. I kept saying I was going to the Monday Night Football game, and I had to keep it a secret because I didn't want to say it. Yes, shout out to Lisa Salters for letting me follow her. Great game.
That's beautiful.
Not a great L.
It was a great game.
Was it a great game?
Great game.
Oh, God.
Great game.
Be pumped over for an 8
I
football
know you
team,
cannot
huh?
see me, ladies and gentlemen, but I have a newfound respect for the Dallas Cowboys.
No, you do.
That's hard for me to say that.
No, it's not.
I will not reiterate it. However, I will throw up that.
There you go. There you go. You should have took a picture of that, baby.
No.
Hey, that's all I asked. I have a mental picture. I'm good. We can
No
keep the show
record,
moving
no
now. We
nothing.
good.
Trust me, we got the
You
periscope
still are,
going.
you
We got
still
the
are
periscope.
the pit of my disdain. You still make me crumble. You know how hard it was trying to be part of the media, standing on that sideline, watching everything happen. I could not have any emotion. And the worst thing about it was Dallas Cowboys fans cheering in my ear, and I just
It made you cringe, didn't it?
man, if I didn't have to stay professional,
You gotta stay professional.
For every at one point, the crowd was going back and forth. It was Dallas sucks, and then hail to the Redskins and let's go Dallas, let's go. It was crazy watching it go back. Nothing like an NFC East battle. Nothing like Dallas
The way
versus
the
the
NFC East is
Redskins.
playing this year is bad.
To see that, be there, it was great. I had a good time.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
And it was wonderful. Learning from one of the legends. It's not easy. People, they say they make the sideline thing luxurious. She ran around that whole field like a pro. So it wasn't, to a degree, it was great. Anywho, it's not about me. It's about us. One thing to note, at the beginning of the show, you heard a trailer from the movie Open Mind from our friend on the show, Omar. I can never get the last name. NDA. Featuring our very own thespians. They're not just sports-minded people, thespians. Andre-Melton, Crevante Hurd, and Roger Herring. Congratulations, guys.
Hey.
We're so close.
Forget the ESPYs. Talk about Academy Awards.
Anyway. we got another scene coming up soon.
Exactly. That's why I said we're close.
Knocking down, we about 20 scenes left.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we almost there.
Welcome to the Flex Zone. Tonight's episode, getting to some college football, people. We got some NFL news for you where things are... We're getting to think of some battles, some pick battles in this room, aren't we? Hopefully everybody did the way they wanted to this week.
I did beautifully.
Please go like us on our Facebook page, The Flex Zone. Follow us and comment on Twitter, Periscope. Hi. Hello. Snapchat and Instagram at The Flex Zone 1. If these guys want to go follow you all, I need your social media. Matter of fact, before I get into that, hi, Corey, our intern's here. Everybody met Corey.
Matthews.
Hi, Corey. You always do a great job.
Matthews. Oh, I'm sorry.
Late to the party.
Weak.
Hey, better late than never. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, you wanted to talk first. Tell everybody how I can reach you on social media. You've heard.
At BKD_TV, at BKD_1, BKDTV.net, where sports lives. Roundtable discussion coming back real soon.
Continue.
At Crevante Hurd, that's CREVONTEHURDE, Twitter and Facebook. Instagram, Crevante_H, and Snapchat, CRE_GOTIT.
The man that is Andre.
On Facebook, Andre
How
Melton.
do you always smile when you do?
You know what's about to happen.
Go ahead, Dre.
On Facebook, Andre Melton. On Twitter and Snapchat, Be More and Show Off. And on IG, Black American Dream.
Roger, the people, they want to reach you. How?
Well, they can reach me on Facebook at Roger Lee Herring. They can reach me on Instagram at Herring Moore. And you can reach me, and you can also reach me on Twitter.
Barry White.
At Roger Lee Herring. And I'm not trying to have a sexy voice today. Not doing it, okay?
Gee.
I guess I'm the new target now since Dre.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
But you just came. I know.
Now watch when he talks about sports.
You can find me at.
All right.
All right, D. Where can I find you?
All right. DeMars Analyst D on Facebook. Twitter is FlexZone1. Website, BKD-TV.net, and Arena Sports Network also.
And you can find me on Snapchat, Instagram, Mykel Shade, that is MYKELLSADE, and on Facebook at Mykel Ramos. Not to be forgotten, we got a guest. Sometimes we like to bring people in here.
Man, what is every week? This is a weekly thing.
They see how crazy we are.
Yeah, that book is filled up.
I saw Bryce on the rundown, but I didn't think it was this one. Bryson Tate's here, people. Former Morgan State Morgan alum, football great. Hello, welcome to the Flex Zone.
How's it going, Kels?
I'm okay. Nothing to say hi to everybody.
I'd be surprised if I was the guest, right?
I didn't think when I saw
Morgan
it.
alum.
Morgan alum, first of all.
Beautiful.
Hey.
That's most important. Morgan alum.
Representing, man.
Glad to
Representing.
What's up with you now, and how can the people get in contact with you if they want to follow you on social media too?
I think my Instagram is BJT54.
Okay, yeah, you like.
Sound like he ain't been on in a minute.
You like? He liked one of my pictures yesterday or something. So I think you're on it.
Oh yeah, every once in a while I'll go on and check out, see what the rest of the world is doing. But I think it's BJ Tate at 54, and then my Facebook is Bryson Tate. So BRICEN Tate.
Now, are you ready? We can't just have you as a guest on the show.
Let's do it.
Not really,
We've been having a great time.
We will give you the Jazzy Jeff heave-ho if it's not working in the next 10 minutes.
Yes, she will.
Well, we have
me. Why I gotta be
Oh boy.
All right. Well, let's start with something different. Let's go with some college football, shall we? Let's get into it.
Yes.
But let's talk about home. Let's talk about Morgan State. Bryce, you've been on our teams at Morgan. Had a couple of good years. You saw the changing of a tide the last couple of years with Morgan. Didn't have this much of a successful route this year. What's your assessment of Morgan State football and the direction it's going?
I really, really love what Coach Lee Hull is doing with this team. He brought in some great recruits this past year. Have the offense going. As you remember, whenever I was playing, we had a great defense, but we never did have a really good offense. So
it was a matter of figuring out the quarterback, too.
Exactly. No quarterback. We have
Shout
a quarterback.
Out to Selby.
Say it again.
Selby.
That's
vintage. Woo! 06, baby.
That is vintage. Selby, Mario Melton, and all those guys. But Moses Skillen, he did a great job this year. Last year, we had a world-class running back. I forget the guy's name. What's his name?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Nobody knew his name. Remember his name? Okay. He didn't play this year for obvious reasons, but next year we're going to have him back and looking for great things from this team.
The previous year, Morgan was able to, get into the MEAC contention. But the funny thing about it is we're so used to the basketball team producing that we kind of forget about the football team. And amidst all that going on, this aura wasn't really supportive. How can we get back to supporting the football team, especially when it's winning?
I have no idea. One of the biggest things in Texas, I'm from Texas, but football is just one of those things that, just sticks out. Even in high school, the whole city shuts down. Baltimore is one of those cities that, is more so of a basketball city. So, of course, whenever basketball is doing well, they're going to go to the games. I guess Baltimore don't like cold weather or what. But I think last year during the summertime, a lot of fans came out, supported. But as the weather dropped, as it got colder, I don't know what happened, to tell you the truth.
It was a little alarming to me because one year we played Norfolk State, and it was the game that Norfolk State would have won the title that year. And the thing about it is they traveled. Virginia was there.
Oh, yes.
And then you look on the other side of the sideline. Yes. Then we had a couple of games that aired on ESPNU, and I'm pretty sure they had to fill in the gaps of whatever seats they thought was around because nobody was there. And granted, if you're a fan of Morgan State, most of the people that grew up in this community had either grandmothers or uncles. Somebody went to Morgan. So there is pride there that just shouldn't be at homecoming. And it's unfortunate,
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but, it goes back to what Bryce was really saying. Baltimore really is more of a basketball town. I mean, we do have a rich tradition here. We have Dunbar. We have a few here and there who've come out.
Holly City.
It's a few people who've come out who've done well in football, but mainly we're really a basketball town, and a lot of basketball people have come from this town.
Well, in high school football, though, you got to go in the counties. It does a little better out there than it does in the city. So, like the Gilmans, the Franklins out in Baltimore County. You got Wise down there in Prince George's County. They do really well. The Mancus has a player that's going to Maryland now. So they do well in the counties, but like the city areas kind of.
Well, I mean, we do have some teams though. The Dunbars,
Dunbar's
Holly
on the
City.
rebound.
They've done fairly well.
Mervo as of late.
We had Tavon Austin.
A couple years ago.
So on the collegiate level. So what's that going to take? Is it going to take more Tavon Austins to say, okay, well, support Morgan State football, or Shanko, Deshante Shanko, if he decided to say, hey, I'm a product of Morgan State, I want to come back, you guys need to support, or is it up to the athletic department? Because it sucks to have a football club that's on the rise and turning around, and nobody's paying attention to it.
Well, I mean...
And basketball kind of sort of... Last year, it's been a long time coming that didn't work out, and basketball was not there. Football was there. Yeah. So what's the answer?
I think this is another reason why the athletic director brought in Lee Hull, because Lee Hull has a great foundation here in Maryland. Coach Hill, the head coach that recruited myself, he would go to Texas, Florida, and, these area kids are going to bring their families, and they're going to gain support in this area. So I think that's really a good job on the athletic department. I mean, the athletic director's hand to bring in somebody that has such an impact in recruiting in this area. So, and look at the guys that he's bringing in. 6'5", 6'6", 220, 230. I know
right there.
when I talked to him, he was just surprised. Well, he wasn't really surprised. But the year that we went to Richmond last year, when we went to Richmond in the playoffs, and he said, "Look at those guys. Look at how big they are compared to us." And so I think that's what he's going for now.
And that's the same thing
more
that
power,
the city,
more strength.
The high school city kids here in Baltimore, they does the same way as a lot of guys is not as big, and it's
we
that
have
same
to get a
type
lot of those
situation.
products that are here to want to stay home.
Mm-hmm. Stay in the area. That's the
and
key.
Play. And I mean, and it's a lot of backlash to a degree because I've been to the SWAC, I've been to the CIAA championship in Winston-Salem, and it's crazy down there. Yeah. Especially in football.
Well, passion.
Oh, yeah.
They're passionate about HBCU sports, HBCU football, and
HBCU pride.
When it comes to being coming up north, it's like crickets.
It dies a little bit.
Crickets.
But but the South is all about football. Period.
All about
it's all about football.
Games.
It's
They
all
down
about
there.
football.
They got like ribs on. You would think this is Carolina and New Orleans because they got ribs on there.
Oh, yeah.
They coming out with it, everything. And the funny thing about it is, people at ESPN start paying attention because I had a chance to speak to Jamil Hill. I've had a crazy couple of days.
Yes, you have.
And she's actually working her first CIAA game soon.
All right.
So
you know what?
It's kind of transpiring, and to have to be able to work with my. I said I can show you the ropes. I've done one.
I'm gonna put that on my bucket list. CIAA next year. The invasion.
Now, I do CIAA totally different. I'm in an arena. Of course, it's the place Michael Jordan built, but I'm in an arena from like start to finish. Talk about losing your voice. You're going to party.
Are y'all talking about the same CIAA?
He's going to go to party. Are you going to the basketball tournament?
The basketball tournament to turn up.
CIAA, you need to go to the Bayou Bowl, Southern and Grambling.
Yeah, that's going to be
that's
good.
on my bucket list.
I heard about it.
Needs to be on your
that's on my bucket list too.
They say it's crazy.
It is ridiculous.
I've heard.
We got to see too how the Celebration Bowl is going to go between the SWAC and the MEAC. That's coming up in 2 weeks. That could help too with both conferences kind of integrating more folks to watch, and it's going to be on ABC too.
All right. Well, but you know, down south, not every state has an NFL team. So,
gravitate where you can find
so they go
baby.
home for their college teams, baby. Alabama is crazy down there. Even to the A&Ms, you know what I'm saying? Not even just Roll Tide. I'm talking A&M State. They are crazy down
some
there.
Some of their high school teams.
Texas?
It's kind of like Remember the Titans to a degree.
Texas?
Like,
oh my God, just some high school teams that got more clout than some of these college teams.
Yeah, right.
Well, shout out to Morgan State football. Hopefully it's not a long time coming before the football and basketball teams are clicking at the same time, and we can build some type of dynasty.
Let's see
here.
the Bears back in March Madness.
Hopefully
it's always good. It's always
hopefully
good.
No Blake Griffins get thrown over this time around.
Wow, you remember that?
How can we forget?
We've known for that. The Baltimoreans came and threw your boy over deck, and this is what happened.
Nice.
Anyway,
it's crazy in Baltimore.
from a college team, a university that's still trying to get some notification to some guys that already got it. Let's get into some college football rankings, shall we? Number 1, Clemson. Number 2, Alabama. Number 3, Michigan State. Number 4, Oklahoma. Are we satisfied?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
No,
absolutely. This is the first time, well, granted, this is only the second time, but that there's nothing else to say. Maybe as far as the seedings, but Clemson, Alabama, Michigan State, Oklahoma, yes.
I think
they got
absolutely
right. They got the 4.
Yeah, they got the 4. Even the seasons, I think they got right because Michigan State beating Ohio State.
Yeah, I like
then
that.
Then beating Iowa in a great defensive game in that Big Ten championship. Jumping over Oklahoma. Then you have the 2 best defenses in the country, Alabama and Michigan State, going against each other. And you have 2 of the most explosive offenses and 2 of the best quarterbacks, I think, in the nation. Baker Mayfield, if you haven't watched him, you should. Little Johnny Manziel in him. And Deshaun Watson, who I think is the best quarterback in college.
Watch reminds me of Cam Newton a lot.
Also on the cover of Sports Illustrated, too.
I would have loved to see Ohio State, though.
No,
gotta
not
win your
at all.
conference.
Aren't we sick of Ohio State and a little bit sick of Florida State?
No.
Kind of sort of
No,
sound right?
No, never.
If you deserve to be there, you deserve to be there.
No, because you know what?
This floor is a change of the guard.
I'm tired of seeing the SEC dominating. Like, I'm glad we're leaving that era.
They had a big thing.
They had it for a while, but still, Alabama is still there.
Well, Alabama, that's different. But I mean, I think the scales really changed that year when we saw LSU and Alabama twice. I think that was a change of the guard right there.
Yeah. Is it too early of a prediction? Who takes it?
I like Michigan State. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Oklahoma, I feel like Oklahoma is the most complete team out of all the four, but I feel like they're gonna run to somebody that's just gonna shut down Mayfield. And Clemson, very, very, very exciting offense, but I feel like Alabama, depending on how the matchups go, it'll be 2-3, 1-4. So never mind, Clemson won't even see Alabama. But I think if Michigan State beats Alabama, I think they'll take everything.
Byron, you're a big college guy. Give us what you think about this whole thing.
I agree with Cravante in that first game. I actually like Michigan State over Roll Tide. Connor Cook, people forget.
Yes.
Breaking all the records at Michigan State. A guy you guys root for. Kirk Cousins went there, but he's even better than him. Probably be one of the best quarterbacks, first quarterbacks off the board in the draft. And I like Baker Mayfield in Oklahoma over Clemson. I like Baker Mayfield, Bob Stoops. Hasn't gotten it done a lot in big games, but I think they get it done this time. And I like Oklahoma to take the whole thing.
And I agree with my mans. I really want to root for Oklahoma this time.
You guys taking a look at all the talent in these top four teams. We talk about this draft. Draft kind of sort of like, who we going to take out of this? But do we have some legitimate guys coming in this draft this year for some teams that obviously need them? Maybe some guys coming to Baltimore?
You probably could. Ole Miss has a lot of guys. They get a bowl matchup in the Sugar Bowl against Oklahoma State. The defensive tackle is really good.
Robert Kimdichie.
Yep.
Laquan Treadwell.
That's a matchup.
Their offensive
if
tackle.
If you're a Ravens fan, you might want to watch. And you also got Ohio State and Notre Dame meeting in the Fiesta Bowl, which would be good.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yep. Ezekiel Elliott, the running back from Ohio State.
Absolutely.
That's a good matchup to watch
Gets him is gonna be
on New
nice.
Year's Day.
I'm just trying to tell you, talking to Mike. I couldn't hear what you were saying. Okay.
I do want to see them expand, though. Because there's so many good teams.
Yeah, it should go to 8.
And
let's talk about that playoff expansion. What is it going to take to actually get that moving forward even more to push it? Because
I think they
we obviously
have another year of this after this year.
Yeah, I think this will be the last year for it. And I think starting from next year on, they'll start expanding that.
Now, I will say this. If you expand playoff series not series, but if you expand the playoffs and we get more into these rankings and they become more intricate, more detailed, you got to really play for these standings now. Where does that put the collegiate athletes? Because now they're more important than you try to claim they're not. So are we going to pay these guys?
Pay them.
Playoffs? Pay me.
Well, the NCAA is the biggest pimp there is, even bigger than a pimp named Slickback. So, I mean, granted, with that said, they're going to keep pimping these guys. Oh, they hustle these kids all the time. They hustle me, and I didn't even play sports.
I mean, we got somebody who would know firsthand.
Exactly.
Right.
And I say pay them.
Exactly.
Pay them. There's a lot of difficulties, financial difficulties that a college athlete face on a daily basis. A lot of these guys don't come from the most prosperous homes. They should. I mean, when I was up here, we had to find a way to pay for our meals during summer school, summer sessions, and everything. We had one of the best strength and conditioning coaches that had us where we needed to be, but we didn't have the nutrition coming in. So I say pay them. Pay them.
I've always been.
How would you feel if you're Johnny Manziel or if you're Reggie Bush, and you're like a football god? Those names are important, and they're making all this money off your jersey. But then the littlest thing comes out about you accepting $5, and now you're tarnished forever.
It's absurd.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Sucks. It's completely absurd.
Late Rick Majerus got a sanction for giving his player a bagel.
There ain't no cream
cheese. How petty y'all been right now? All types of TV contracts. Like Byron said, they are the biggest pimp in sports right now. And for them to be making this amount of money and the restrictions that they have on players and on what they can do and what they can accept and things like that, just How about cut all that out and just pay them? Of course, they're not all gonna get paid the same.
And they can't even have jobs either.
But I'm saying,
yeah, I was gonna say they can't have jobs. And then with college football, you have to play 3 years, so you're putting an extra toll on your body, getting all these concussions.
It's not right. It's not fair.
Who's it gonna take though? There has to be somebody that can say something. If there's one person that they could probably say, okay, this might be a little bit.
Well, they tried to start that union, but they shut that down immediately.
Oh
video game thing, right? They suing.
I've seen Ed Reed pretty lenient on that as well.
Well, I mean, if it's not going to come from the big wigs in the NCAA, I don't see it happening.
So it's never going to happen. It will never. I mean,
the only way it can happen.
You're asking me to go to the playoffs to take you. I just took you to the playoffs.
The only way
is going to consist of playing more games too, right?
Yeah. More games, more wear and tear on my body.
On your body.
Of course.
And don't let me make the decision not to go into the draft and I actually stay. I'm still staying there, making more money. I'm bringing in all these people. They're not just coming because it's Michigan State on the jersey. They're coming because of me.
That documentary they did on the Fab Five will really tell you what those college athletes really go through. Man. Especially not being paid and the money that is made off of them.
Right. And if you're not in the best of universities, and if you're not in the best of universities, you don't have the best of facilities. Some of them.
They're like the boycott.
Then not to mention, especially.
But they always be able to find guys on the street that want to play college
like,
ball.
Hey, you want to play for Clemson? Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Come on,
absolutely.
You know how many walk-ons they can get?
Please give me that.
Let's open the bigger
So it's like it's the same thing with the strike in the NFL. You want to play for Dallas Cowboys? Absolutely.
We can find
Let's
guys.
open up the white envelope, shall we? I'm gonna open up a white envelope, but I'm gonna talk about the black race.
Oh boy.
Those implications as well. I mean, we just had that big thing of boycotting, racial issues coming to the forefront now. And let's face it, in leagues where Jerry West is the emblem of the NBA, and when you think of the NFL, you think about hoisting and Vince Lombardi, our faces make them. So how detrimental is that in showing our black boys that you still ain't even going to matter once you get through to this point, the pinnacle of this point? It's kind of heart-wrenching, don't you think?
Some things are changing now, to a point.
I mean, you're always nice and sunny rainbows. Why?
Something. I mean, with certain things. I mean, you have the Bill Russell Finals MVP award, for example.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you have some things changing. Is it everything going to be done today? No, but is it the end of the world? I don't think it is. I mean,
you don't agree. Why? Speaking to Mike. Go. You.
I just want to see the Air Jordan emblem on the NBA logos. That's just simply it.
It would be nice, but I don't think that's going to happen. They seem really content with Jerry West.
So when college football and basketball, you're just playing.
It's not bad, but I mean, I'm one of those people
Shaq
too.
Just dunking, like.
I'm one of those people who just
it's because his shoes that won't happen.
That,
we're not going to worry about that.
He done broke a couple rims. Don't break the logo neither.
But I mean, the generation that we're in, we all remember Michael Jordan. I mean, a lot of us are wearing his products, whether it's the shoes, the sweat clothes. Shoot, I got a Jordan hoodie on right now. So I mean, the socks are wonderful.
Let's not talk about my closet.
But I mean, that's really the direction that we're going in, and most people remember Jordan. So to me, honestly, I think Jordan should be.
But guys
the
like
new
Michael
logo.
Jordan made collegiate sports too. I mean, talk about North Carolina jerseys and come on, the Fab Four, But we remember the greatness of collegiate. It's never gonna be a change, are we? So are we talking in circles?
Not
anytime
soon. Because the point, like Bryce said earlier, a lot of these kids come from not the best backgrounds, so their goal is to get through and get to the next level. We're not even worried about the BS that we're gonna have to go through. We're just trying to get to the end.
So everybody got to be Johnny, and then when you're Johnny, you look like you don't even care.
And Johnny was
came
blessed.
Johnny
had everything. He was at the top of his. He was at the top of his everything because now we know he for sure not. But at Texas A&M, he was at the top of his game.
Hey.
He was at the top of his game at Texas A&M.
Look, give him another chance with another team.
Johnny
says it all.
I'm saying.
Okay, be respectful to Johnny Football.
Foosball.
Thank you, Roger. I appreciate that.
But point is this: as long as there's a lot of As long as college football, as long as the NCAA controls the money, there's not going to be a change.
Don't forget the ESPN, CBS's, Foxes of the world that's pumping out that money too.
Man, it's these contracts, these TV contracts.
Yeah, ridiculous.
And these kids can't get a little bit of money. I'm like, just break them something.
At least they cover expenses. Just at least.
Reggie Bush is banned from collegiate.
I'm
surprised
he was there. He saw.
him.
I was about to say he was at the game.
Well, he sure ain't help. They could have used him on the field because they got whooped. They got beat bad.
And most of these programs have not been the
We had a
same
long
since these
year
guys
this year.
have
My
left.
clubs had a long
Right.
year.
Yo, no, you're absolutely
Reggie
right.
Bush and USC, it will never be.
They believe a scholarship is enough.
But you just blackballed him. Took the man's. He deserved that Heisman.
I agree,
What
he
does
did.
him taking a piece of jelly sandwich got to do with what he did
Whoa,
on the
whoa.
field?
Wait a minute. He ain't take no jelly sandwich.
took that nice car now.
He took a nice truck.
He brought up to mom's house like, beep, beep.
No. You were the Kim Kardashian's house with that night.
Just see what they named their son. They named their son Saint.
Yeah, I saw that. I said, yeah.
Saint West.
Saint West. Anyways, let's move on.
Please.
Those subjects can get kind of topsy-turvy, can get kind of stuck. Heisman Trophy finalists, people. Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, and Deshaun Watson.
Derrick Henry.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
I hate to keep going to
It's a
Alabama
tough
running
year,
backs,
man.
but guys, they keep producing them, man.
You can get him one of these three guys.
He's joining.
I thought
Mark
Leonard Fournette
Ingram.
was going to get it until.
But I would
he
have
came
loved
along.
to see, off mic, we were talking earlier. I said for Set, it would have been nice if he could have just made it, but LSU, they plummeted.
Once he lost to Alabama, they fell off.
That's the point that I was going to make. Once he faced a great defense in Alabama, he just fell off. He just disappeared.
But you know what?
He'll be
The
back
same
next
thing
year.
happened to what's that boy's name?
Until he had a great defense.
Clowney?
Geno Smith.
Geno.
Remember the beginning of
We
that
don't
year?
remember- we don't even remember him.
Remember
He
the
went
beginning
out
of that
with the-
year
with the-
when him and
with the
Tavon
chin.
Austin
Yeah.
was on that West Virginia team. The West Virginia
that.
team was crazy.
Okay.
Halfway through the year,
Yeah, he
I ain't heard nothing from.
They couldn't
No,
beat
nothing
nobody
from
after
him.
that. They couldn't beat nobody. They went, 7-6?
Right. Barely
Second
above
round draft
500.
pick.
But them first 3-4 games,
Man, it's tough.
he was looking like the front runner.
It's a tough Wiseman race. Any one of these three guys to get it. McCaffrey is just.
McCaffrey, I think he
doing
should get it.
everything.
He has 1,847 yards, 8 touchdowns, 41 receptions for
Deshaun
540
Watson
yards.
is on the best team, undefeated.
Yes, I mean, he's
But
a front
Stanford
runner.
running backs don't have a good history in the NFL.
I don't.
Some,
Hey, his problem is Ed McCaffrey, though. We know how good he was.
There's something about Alabama, though. The way
They produced them
By
running
the way,
backs.
Clemson, Michigan State is my prediction, by the way.
I think defense. I'm all about defense, so that's why I'm going for Michigan State. And it's going to be a great defensive battle between Alabama and Michigan State. Whoever comes out of that is going to probably win everything.
Do you know what the difference is going to be in that game? Name Alabama's quarterback. There you go.
Yeah.
That's why. That's exactly why. Connor Cook. Connor Cook.
Cravante.
Cavante hurt.
And you know what?
I got a game. I got a game,
A
guys.
back like Henry, you don't need a quarterback.
But
I mean,
granted,
if he
Michigan
can
State
get
though,
if the offensive line can continue to open
you
them
still need a
holes,
quarterback, though, to produce.
that's the problem with Alabama the past few years. The quarterback just hasn't been able to get it done, and I don't understand why. As great as Nick Saban is, why can't Alabama just go get a quarterback?
when you have an O-line like that and a running back at that caliber,
yeah,
you don't need a quarterback. All you need is somebody to hand the ball.
No, you need a quarterback. I'm sorry.
I thought running backs were interchangeable. Excuse me.
You need a quarterback.
Not all running backs.
How about that one?
Well,
hey, he wants to come back. By the way,
We'll probably think about this.
Shout out to Todd Gurley,
being
who
a
changed
quarterback at Alabama probably isn't that much that attractive.
It's not.
Yeah, look at the guys that's coming out. They haven't done much in the NFL.
Being a quarterback for Alabama isn't attractive because it's all in who's behind you. So it's like, so you're not really gonna get shine like that to go to the next
Is it
level.
easier to shop the quarterback than the running back?
Ooh, say that again.
Is it easier to propel the quarterback than a running back?
Alabama,
yeah.
But we've seen the game of college football change from the Jameis Winstons to the Marcus Mariota to the Johnny Footballs, who gave Alabama a lot of problems. You got to have a guy that can throw the ball back there, to some degree.
That can be Alabama, and Connor Cook can do that.
Exactly. So I mean,
unless you got a Julio Jones or Amari Cooper out there, but then you know.
Wait a minute, that's who?
That's my dog.
They didn't even win the championship with those guys.
I'll get it.
Listen, I don't care about that.
We'll get into that soon,
right?
But cut him some slack. It's not him. It's them.
No. It was a little
It's
bit
all
of
them.
It cost my fantasy team.
But fantasy
too
and women,
bad.
that's all y'all care about.
Hey, I won
anyway.
this week.
Put them together, baby. Put them together, man.
Oh man, let there be a fantasy women. Oh man.
Whatever.
Anywho, are we done with college football? Any last words?
Roll Tide! Go Spartans.
Baker Mayfield. Remember that name.
Okay.
Walk on by.
Shout out to Navy's quarterback, too. It would have been nice to see him get in, but they got to play Army Saturday. So. And blow them out. You know, it's going to be a blow.
Anywho, we're going to take a break. On the other side of this break, we're going to go into the league. We're going to talk about the league these guys want to get into. Get some NFL talk, shall we? The Flex Zone. I'm not going to say come back because where else would you go? Of course you're going to come back. We'll be right back. It's Flex Zone. And we're back. The Flex Zone. You didn't actually have to see what I had to go through to quiet these guys down. But
This man
anyways,
said Tony, though.
I mean,
That's funny. That is funny.
yeah, they'll really be losing then. Anyways,
that'd be actually probably better.
NFL.
You crazy.
The National Football League. Next week, we definitely got to talk about some NBA, man. The Warriors.
Yes,
Oh,
we have to.
Anyway,
Hopefully it's still in the feelings.
No, we don't. We don't have to.
13, people. We are here. Week 13. What's that? DSC 3.
What is she thinking about?
Changing languages.
How about the
Just
next
because your
one?
last name is Ramos don't mean you're going to start speaking Spanish. Please.
30.
Please, stick to English.
Okay, I mean, stick to my day job, right? Not speaking Spanish. All right, anyways. First game on your national headline trail. The Eagles versus the Patriots. Okay.
No comment.
35.
Wow.
Eagles. New England, 28. In Foxborough. It was in the borough. Tom Brady, 29 out of 56, 312 yards, 3 touchdowns. Let's start with them
How
first.
many interceptions?
Oh, it's trece
I think
in
it was,
Spanish.
I think it was about 2.
13.
13.
14. Okay, I get it.
13.
What are you talking about?
Be quiet. He said Italian.
He got the words.
Unless you're talking about Progresso or something.
Okay. Anyways, let's go
away.
into New England show. Let's dig a little bit deeper. At some point, about what, 9 days ago, some sort of a plan. Everybody was talking about New England being a team of the unbeaten season. It's funny when you talk about New England because we knew they were going through their injury battles. I mean, Edelman, Amendola,
Gronkowski.
Gronk. That's the big
Half of the
one.
offensive
Gronk,
line.
offensive line.
All of the offensive line.
But let's face it, they're the masters of maneuvering. They're the masters of figuring things out, moving things around, putting this in place, putting that in place. And you never really thought, even in the back of your mind, that they were going to tank at some point. You still thought they had it. They have Bill Belichick. They have Tom Brady. Tom Brady has made nothing out of something his whole career continuously. And now we're at the point where you're watching a New England team that has succumbed to injuries. How about that?
Wow. Usually with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, that's enough. Usually that is enough. But wow. It's going to be hard to overcome this. And for them moving forward into the playoffs, they need home field. They're going to absolutely need home field. I don't like them going against the Bengals in Cincinnati or going back to Denver. I do not like their chances.
And Brady has not done well traditionally in Denver anyway. So
it all started with Denver.
Yeah.
Denver, and it's not like he had Peyton Manning on the other side. And we all talked about
B-Rock.
We all talked about Osweiler.
B-Rock.
B-Rock.
A game the New England Patriots should have won.
We know who won that game.
But but let's face it, when we talked about who was going to take New England down, it was either going to be the Giants had it in the palm of their hands. Butler, public service announcement. I don't care how you catch the ball. You had the intercepting, the game-winning interception in your hands. Who cares how you fall on the ground? Break a head. You just win the game, shall we?
Break a leg, huh?
Break a leg, break a head, break a body part.
Break
win
something.
the game. Break something, the game's over, the Patriots are down. And what better way for the Giants to continuously have their number, the Patriots' number, than at the point of their unbeaten? Anywho.
Again.
you talk about people.
Denver comes in with no Peyton Manning. That defense that's just, we all know what they're about. They beat New England. Is this going to be a continuously roll over? Or what's going to happen to New England? Tom Brady, your guy, Byron, he's a little frustrated. Did you see how he looked when he was
Yeah, he can't get nobody to catch the ball.
He's beyond frustrated. He
don't want nobody to catch the ball. He might as well throw to me and you.
You talk about Butterfingers?
My goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
If you're throwing to Brandon LaFell.
Say it again.
Or Ted Ginn Jr. I know he's with the Carolina Panthers.
He had to look up his name and see how to pronounce it. Look at that.
But those two, because I want to call these two out. Y'all two are the worst I have ever seen at catching passes in the history of me watching
because there's no Gronk
the
and
NFL.
No
Oh, yeah, because it's all them.
Please,
Drake.
LaFell comes and fills gaps.
Carante is on the money. You will lose to the Cincinnati Bengals if you are throwing to Brandon LaFell.
Okay, all right. Check this out, ladies and gents. They have the Texans, Titans, Jets, and Dolphins.
And they will lose
One
them
of
all
them
if they
is
throw
an
it
They will get Edelman back.
Them all.
They will get Edelman back. They will get Gronkowski back. They will be Amendola's already there.
Time out before you go down the they'll get back trail because we're not going to do what we do in Dallas. You know, everybody is expecting for these guys to come back.
No.
Everybody's expecting
This
for
is
these.
different.
Wait. Everybody's expecting for these guys to come back and just be ready. Touchdown. It's going to take some time for these guys to be acclimated. Going to probably be a little stiff. Come on now.
Come on now.
We were. I mean, come on.
This is Bill Belichick we talking about.
Let me say this.
I don't care if it was Jesus.
He is equivalent to Jesus right now in football.
Anyway, when you're playing the AFC South, it helps.
He's the only one who calls you DeMars. I didn't even really pay attention to his Anyway, go ahead.
When you play the AFC South, it helps.
Yes, it does.
Playing the Titans is going to help. They're going to win. The Houston game, it's going to be tough.
Marcus Mariota beats Tom Brady. You Rookie of the Year, brother.
James who?
What?
Who are these people?
The Miami Dolphins, unless you're the Baltimore Ravens, it will help. That Jack game might be tough, though. I admit that.
That may be that really may be their next loss, right?
Yeah, the Jack game might be.
Wow, Rex Ryan might actually beat him.
But the other thing is, Gerard Collins is out too for that defense. And
Jamie Collins still out. Dante Hightower's out. Secondary is a little banged up.
Which injury hurt worse? The offensive line shakeup?
I think
Amendola, Edelman, or Gronkowski?
But
Gronkowski.
No, that O-line to me.
Why, Bryce?
O-line.
I think the
Gronkowski injured is better than about 95% of the NFL's tight ends.
I don't care. Healthy. I still got Gronk, touchdown.
Because he is the best tight end right now.
He basically played Madden with Gronkowski without any of them there.
And he's a what I call him a manster because he's just a man among boys.
Bruh, son, he's like LeBron. He's like LeBron, son.
Gronk catch ball. Gronk do touchdown dance. Gronk go get the girls.
Time out a little
That's
bit.
about it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
but
that's it.
let's be honest. Let's all be honest. Let's be honest.
Let's be real.
If the Patriots are healthy, doesn't matter where they play.
You're still afraid.
They will go into Cincinnati, beat Andy Dalton. Mm-hmm. They will go back to Denver and beat Brock Osweiler, who hasn't been blowing the numbers away. By the way, look at his numbers; they're pretty pedestrian. Defense outside a lot, and playing Phillip Rivers, much as I like him. San Diego. Let me speak on that for a second. If you're in San Diego,
where did you get Phillip Rivers from?
Well, they played the Chargers on Sunday, and I'm saying the Chargers are horrible. If you live in San Diego, it's a beautiful place to live. You need to move. They relocating anyway. They going to LA, so you ain't gonna have a team much longer. But anyway,
shoot, they about to have what? One basketball team.
They got the Aztecs of San Diego State, who are pretty good in college basketball.
Nobody's gonna pay.
But that's it.
That's all they got.
That's it. That's all they're gonna have because they need to ship all of them out. But Brock Osweiler ain't blowing nobody away.
Too bad they don't got the San Diego Sabres anymore, if you know what I mean.
Well,
they still got the Padres.
I mean, on any given Sunday, when
Sunday
when you have New England on your schedule, you're still scared. Anyways, let's move on to Philadelphia.
Give the Eagles credit. Give them credit.
Wait. But special teams, big in this one. They scored on a block punt, 99-yard interception return, all the way punt return by Darren Sproles. Eagles gave up 45 points to opponents in back games prior to this. Are we giving the Eagles too much credit?
No,
not at all. No,
because they actually won this game.
You know who gets credit?
Who gets credit, man?
Who gets credit?
Say the name.
Chip Kelly, baby. Give him credit. Chip Kelly, megalomaniac himself.
Oh shoot!
And give Malcolm Jenkins.
Thanksgiving, you better come back.
Give Malcolm Jenkins credit as well. He called a players-only meeting, got his team together. They actually played hard this game. Granted, if you like Chip Kelly or not,
the number one.
Their special teams, they have the best special teams in the NFL when they play right. And we see this year in and year out. Darren Sproles gets at least 2 to 3 every year. Mm-hmm. They block a punt, block a field goal. This defense is pretty talented. They just haven't been able to put it together. And Sam Bradford, Played well.
Say his name right.
Bradford.
On this day, he's saying
he's
Bradford.
salad. Even though DeMarco Murray wants to go back to Dallas, they
I bet
play
he does.
well.
I can't.
Shoot, Dallas needs him.
When Brandon,
let's face it, if they had him, they would be running with him.
They'd
they
be
would
a lot
be
better
not
situation.
Losing.
They'd be in a lot better situation.
You wouldn't even care. Matt who?
When,
it doesn't matter what quarterback you put in. We got DeMarco Murray.
When Brandon called this on the NWA Sports Report,
Who wouldn't laugh at him?
I'll laugh at him again.
I will laugh.
I will laugh at him
again. And we thought this. If we thought, man, it should have been 100-0.
As a fan, I said that Brady would put up 40 on us.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, was I? As a matter of fact, I called Cravante when this happened. Because I took a nap, I'll be honest. I really thought this. I thought
you
this
woke
was
up and was like, "What the?"
Yeah, that's literally. He could tell you. I called him and was like, "What in the world is this?" And I could.
He still had the sleep voice. Yo, what happened, man? What just happened?
You know, when you as a
Such
kid,
teams.
one of my memories is my mother never let me stay up to watch Lakers games. We all know if you live on the East Coast, Lakers games is
10:30.
late. You got
10:30.
school in the morning.
It was
like
like
I ain't turning this off.
or 1 o'clock
So
in the
I would
morning.
turn it down just a little bit so I could hear it or act like I could hear it in my sleep. One night, the Lakers came back by 20. I woke up and I heard Kobe for 3. I said, "Whoa, that's how you woke up?" Like, oh my gosh.
I'm still baffled by this.
But let's look at.
I mean, they only won by 7. Brady
But
almost
check
did come
this
back.
out. When you get 3 touchdowns from not the offensive side of the ball,
Sometimes that's all you need.
That's good. That's
and,
good.
and Brady almost
That's
led them
21
back,
points.
but Brandon LaFell can't catch a pass. But we'll digress.
I want to talk about the difference here. You're talking about it's the battle of the consistency. We all know in New England for consistency. The Philadelphia Eagles, who are they? Or do you have an
They are
identity?
consistent. Bad.
Losing. Yeah. I'm going to say, can you clean that up for us a bit?
And at the whole NFC East, though, they all inconsistent.
You're right.
But give the Eagles credit. Remember this season, they were 0-2, went to the Jets, won that game. They beat the Patriots. They have, I think,
I mean, they're currently top seed.
they have a good
three-way
shot
tie.
of winning this division.
They don't
Because
have
the Giants, they just make
The
you
Giants
sick.
guys was tough, by the
They
way.
double-digit leads. They don't know how to keep a lead.
They have 3 solid running backs, but they don't have a number 1 running back. That's their problem to me.
The Giants cannot run the football, man. It's
And
terrible
their
watching
defense
them
worked
play.
very
Oh,
well.
we talking about the
Defense.
Giants? Are we talking about the Giants now?
And that's
Just the whole NFC East.
with the Eagles. I think that DeMarco Murray's finally finding his stride.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
I just
Not
said-
even close.
I just said
He's
they
not
have
even
three
close.
running backs.
He was asleep. He was asleep. We can't. He doesn't know he was asleep.
I'm
We
saying,
was asleep.
I'm saying he seemed to.
Not at all.
He seemed
Not
a
at all.
little bit.
Not at all.
Neither is Derek
Not at all.
And, I mean,
He touched the ball like
in this
4
past
or 5 times. No.
But it looked like he's kind of
Darren
getting it a
Sproles
little
started.
bit.
No, he's not getting it. They have 3 running backs.
He was asleep,
And they have
guys.
a
He's
number
sleep
1.
talking now. He's still asleep.
Watch the game.
He was asleep.
Let's look at the Eagles as a whole, shall we? You know, I get Chip Kelly wanting to build his own legacy in Philadelphia. However, you don't. I get LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy doesn't run your style of running.
I don't
but
get
you,
that.
No, if anything, I would
giving
get Deshaun
away-
Jackson. I would get.
you gave
Out of all
away
of them, I would get
Deshaun
Deshaun. I would get
Jackson.
that one before any of the other ones.
I don't get any of them.
You gave away
Okay,
Deshaun Jackson.
yeah,
I
but
would
if
deal-
it had to be one, I
Someone
would get
remind the
him.
crowd of
Deshaun,
how many
his
of who he
attitude.
gave
We
away. He
understand.
gave away Deshaun Jackson,
Hey,
Jeremy
Shady,
Maclin.
Jeremy Mack.
Jerry Matters having a great year, by the way.
Having a
I
good
would
Yes,
give
yes,
away
yes,
Jeremy
he is.
Mack.
With the average
Jeremy
quarterback
Maclin.
at that.
With the average of all
With the
average
average.
quarterbacks.
Hey, getting a receiver will do that for you.
You talk about a game manager.
So how long?
hey, you be
how
respectful
long
to
is
Alex
this
Smith over
system?
there.
He's coming to Baltimore in 2
How
weeks
long
to
is
be
this
done.
system
Oh,
going to
yeah, he's coming.
self-destruct? Well, not really self-destruct
gonna be no
because
average
it
quarterback
hasn't
then.
really evolved. How
I think it had. I mean, they won
It's
10
evolved,
games the
but how
first
long
2
would-
years. This year, they have had a pretty tough schedule, but we see the NFC
How long
least.
are they going to let it continue before it's time to make a change?
And then if they win this division this year, that's 2 out of 3 years he won a division.
If he
so
doesn't.
can you really make a change?
Nah, you can't.
No. Exactly.
But they're not going to win this division.
You
never
know.
know.
Who is?
You never know.
They have a shot, and you know what? I mean, I know we're not getting to the pick yet, and you know I like me some Tyler
Then don't
Taylor,
do
but
that.
I think
Don't do
they
it.
have a good shot of winning this week. That's all I'm
Yeah,
going to
okay.
say.
Let's move on, shall we? Let's we can talk about Philly. Let's move into. I had it up at the top. Let's move it in the middle. Dallas, DC. Dallas 19, Washington 16. Ugly game. You know
what?
A snore
We talk
fest.
about the Bengals in prime time. Let's talk about the Redskins. You guys are horrible. I'm just going to say it.
Now, the last time.
No. You played Dallas with Matt Castle, and you can't score more than 16 points?
Hey, listen. Prior to halftime, the first game in this rivalry that didn't get a touchdown score was October 2nd,
Matt
1978.
Castle didn't throw the ball to Des Bryant to the fourth quarter on the last drive, and you still couldn't beat this team?
Okay,
Listen.
Cravante, take the reins.
Hey,
for a minute.
Cravante knows he can't defend it.
Listen. No, it's nothing to the veil. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
I want to hear.
I want this one first. Fumbled punt returned by wasn't returned by Deshaun Jackson. The blame, does it go on that or the inability to kick a field goal?
No, it's not, and it's not.
Because I saw things a little bit different.
And of course, I
wonder why.
A little bit differently. You were a little bit closer than I was, but it wasn't none of that. This offense was dead, like completely dead. I blame the coaching, Jay Gruden, McGee. I don't even know what his name is. Offensive coordinator, McVee.
Finding Waldo, finding Alfred Morris.
No running game.
Nothing. Like the Dallas Cowboys were running the same defensive play every down. It seemed like they run the stunt with Greg Hardy.
And they ran man to
when
man.
the defensive tackle would go out and Greg Hardy would go in, and he would kill Brandon Sheriff every time and be in Kirk Cousins' face.
It's kind of like a little taste of your own medicine.
Sean Lee had a game.
13 tackles.
It's funny you say that because everybody on the sideline, granted, they're not the greatest of Redskins enthusiasts or Dallas enthusiasts because you got to stay impartial, but everybody on the sideline was talking. And then I heard somebody in the stand say, "Why are they even trying to run? Just throw the ball."
Well, those are fans. They're fans for a reason.
But
That's
let's
why.
talk about throwing the ball because there was some points where I was watching, that throwing the ball kind of sort of made more of a point than running it.
I mean,
How was he throwing the football?
but listen, you have to run at some point. You can't just be straight passing because I seen Sean Lee hit Kirk Cousins a couple times on the blitz because their blitzing was crazy, and Kirk Cousins, the offensive line, nor the coaches could make any adjustments. They were making no adjustments, and I'm like, how many times do we have to watch this?
There wasn't a great balance in the game. As you can see, Matt Jones only carried the ball 18 times, and Alfred Morris only carried it 6. Where was Alfred Morris at? Where was the balance between the two running backs?
He got benched because Matt Jones is a better pass blocker and a better receiving running back. That's why he got. That's why Alfred Morris got benched.
We have to talk about the headline, and I know you didn't blame him for this, but the headline is Deshaun Jackson.
Because it's obvious.
Why didn't and as I'm trying to hold in my fandom on the sideline, why didn't you just run out of bounds?
Because we all know Deshaun. We all seen that Deshaun Jackson has some great
Deshaun.
punt returns. We've all seen it, and he still. I know he still has it in him.
Everybody was like, "Why did he?"
It was just a little too
much.
It was just a little too much. He probably, for all intents and purposes, he should have fair caught it. You know what I'm saying? Forget the return, just fair catch it,
or just catch it and run out of bounds.
That too, but that's not Deshaun. Deshaun Jackson knew we needed to play, and we needed it in the worst way. So
but
if he was going to catch it,
he did come back and make a hell of a catch. Great throw.
He redeemed himself,
and that is a testament to him because it's hard to come out like you basically gave up the game. You know what I'm saying? And came right back and catch a touchdown.
I saw Trent Williams walking the sideline, and as soon as that fumble happened, he put his head down like, darn.
Because he probably.
But they know with Deshaun Jackson.
Give credit to Jay Gruden as well for believing in Deshaun Jackson
to put him back
to
in the
make
game.
that play because not every coach will give the ball back to their superstar after they just.
You think
messed
different
up like
scenario? He hits the field goal that he misses. We get a little bit of a cushion. Somebody eventually would have scored a touchdown. Probably it might have been us to score before them. It was hard to watch a little bit. Let's go into Dallas a little bit. Dan Bailey, 54-yarder field goal, 9 seconds left on the clock.
I didn't realize how clutch he was.
He's one of the clutchest kickers.
I didn't even realize that.
He did not miss
I didn't know
all.
that. I didn't
Between
even know
him
that.
and
I think it was
Gostowski.
like 21 or 22.
Between him and Gostowski, it's a
His
toss-up.
only miss, by the way, was against the Ravens 2 years ago.
I will say
And we
this.
thank him also because we won the Super Bowl that year.
I will say this. We've watched the Dallas Cowboys go through the ins and outs of their season, and it's kind of been painful to watch to a degree. But, I never thought I'd say this, and I don't know if this is the journalistic one within me or the fan kind of sort of taking a seat down. I saw a Dallas Cowboys sideline with poise. I saw a Dallas Cowboys sideline talking to each other, encouraging each other, willing each other to win. They willed that win. I mean, say what you want about Des Bryant. I actually had a chance to speak to him about it. Everybody called you animated. Everybody said you're waiting for games like this. We saw what happened on the sideline. And one thing he said that was very important.
No, that's justified, though. Matt Castle was horrible. I'll be yelling at him, too.
But I get that. But everybody pays attention to the negative things. But everybody pays attention to the fact that there's Des going off again. Granted, I watched that. He deserved that. But at the same time, he even said, don't confuse animation with what's real. This is what I love to do. And he gave a couple of great quotes out of that. The Dallas Cowboys had great poise going into that.
And give
especially
them
defensively.
It can still happen.
Especially defensively.
And give them credit. Because when they scored that touchdown, you saw Des on the sideline like, all right,
and
let's go get him.
And blame the New York.
Oh, yeah.
The
When Washington scored that touchdown, and then he had that look like,
he was excited.
The Redskins need to blame the New York Giants because they won and let these guys be a game out. The Giants win, take sole possession of the NFC East. Dallas is 3 games out.
No,
I still blame tiebreaker.
I still blame
us.
Nope, I still blame
Give
us
or take a
because
tiebreaker.
once again, our special teams have let us down.
Another
once
team
again.
not in control and cannot.
And
stay
for the
in
record,
control.
but one plus. The defense played very well. Very well. The Redskins defense played very
And
well.
For the record,
and we did not have our 2 starting inside linebackers either.
Cowboys had the best divisional record, so if the offense was the same record.
Oh, no.
Well, you know what? All I can say is...
Well, here we go.
How about them Cowboys? Yes.
4-8.
Because you know what?
You're
Y'all have
disqualified.
you know
You're
what?
disqualified
You know
from
what?
the
But did you hear what he just
You are
said about the
disqualified.
Eagles?
Yes.
Even I fell asleep, even though that was my
His
team.
Eagles, yes.
I just
You're
knew
disqualified.
Brady was
But no.
Bryson
Let me
knew this.
just
He has
say
like 80
this.
teams.
Let me just say this.
Nobody-
He's an orphanage for teams.
Your opinion do not count on this matter.
Let me just say this real quick.
Even he said it. Tell him it doesn't matter. Give him
And I'm pretty sure I could get some help from my mans
No,
over
Bob,
here.
you will not help him.
The amen corner
You
will
will
be
not.
silent right now.
Be quiet.
Do you realize
You know what, man?
that the Dallas Cowboys, they're only 1 game out, y'all?
No.
Do you realize if Dallas, all they have to do?
Matter of fact, you know what, Pastor?
they
You know
have to
what?
do.
Screw that.
Oh, they
You know
have
what?
to.
No. You know what I need right now?
Is he putting? Are you okay? Please, your shirt.
Because
says,
it's so
can we
funny.
get one of them?
It's so funny
Next time
that
Pastor
because on
Tommy is
Thanksgiving,
2-3-2.
Right.
on Thanksgiving,
Mollywop.
this guy had a sermon. He gave us a sermon of how they are going to beat the Carolina Panthers, and they laid the biggest egg in front of America. Please sit down somewhere, man. Please sit down.
Wait a minute. That one doesn't even count because Tony Romo
How does that not count? How does that not count? He played, right? He played.
Tony Romo and Des Bryant coming back was supposed to save
He
y'all.
played.
But Tony
They
Romo
both
got
played.
hurt.
They both played.
But what happened
He got
was
hurt
they
at the end
played.
of the game. He got hurt in
But what happened was
I say, when did he get hurt?
at the end of the game.
But you know what happened though?
Third towards the fourth.
But if you let me,
he played.
No, let me finish.
How many picks did he throw?
Let me finish.
How many picks did he throw? How many picks did he throw?
The green grass on his jersey.
And they're
All
lucky
right,
to be in this position.
No, he does not deserve the
Let me
right to
finish.
finish.
He really don't.
You about to laugh. You about to laugh.
This is one time he really don't.
Because
He really
see, this is all a part of the plan. See, for the longest time,
this is rich. This is rich. This is gold right here.
for the longest time,
Let him go, because if we don't let him go, he'll never finish.
for the longest time, what happened was the only reason I'm behind in the picks, let's think about it, is because I picked Dallas every week and they lost 7 straight.
That's not the reason why. I do the picks every week. The reason why you're behind the picks is because you suck at picking.
I'm number 3. What are you talking about? I am number 3, dog. What are
You ain't
talking
number 3 anymore.
Tell him
It's
like
over.
what you choose.
It's not over.
It's a wrap. You
Just
stink.
like the Dallas
Let's move
Cowboys,
on.
it's not over because they won game
Post
back.
Michael,
And
let's
I'm
go.
telling you
Can
what
I
happened.
just say
What
this?
happened
Can I
was,
say this?
you know what
There
happened?
ain't no what happened was. No.
I do.
None of that.
I hope the bad man destroy them Sunday. I hope he put hammer time.
Wait,
on
I
the
did.
Cowboys.
They asked Des Bryant about that catch, and they asked him about going back in there at the root of the crime. He said he has the catches behind him. However, revenge.
There won't be no revenge
not
Sunday.
this week.
Let's not forget, last 2 games the Packers had at home, they lost to the Bears?
Who?
They cover?
Divisional
And then the Lions for the first time since
Cowboys don't
91?
have enough to come in.
They beat the
What I'm
Lions,
trying
though.
to say is
They
that
beat the Lions.
Hell Rodgers, yeah.
I
That's right, Hell
unjinxed
Rodgers.
my
That's
jinx.
right, hell me.
You unjinx what? You just continuously don't have a team. You continuously
because
pick at it.
because what happened was
Dre, you're done.
What
It's
happened
over.
was, I'll admit, what happened was I had picked the Dallas Cowboys to win the Super Bowl, right? But see, me doing that,
Just stop. Just
me doing that,
It doesn't even sound like music.
Dallas Cowboys. It made the Dallas Cowboys.
It doesn't even sound like music to your ears. Periscope people.
They
if
still
you're
have a
seeing-
chance.
you
They do not have a chance.
Because
Dre.
all they have to do, is just win the division.
Cowboys
And then
have
once they
no
win the
chance in
division,
Hades
they get
of
Tony
making the
Romo
playoffs.
back.
They do
not have a chance at the Super Bowl, though.
You can get Tony Romo
Somebody cut his
back.
mic. Cut his
I
mic.
just have one
Cut his
thing.
mic. I'm
I don't
tired
know
of
It's
it.
still possible.
Stop it.
Dallas, I'm with you, baby.
Stop.
I don't have my full foot on the bandwagon.
No, all I wanted to say was this.
The ankle is right there,
No,
man.
look, I just
That the Dallas
Can you let
Cowboys
Byron
and
go?
Super
Everybody,
Bowl
go
fit
ahead.
in the same sentence
You
was
can.
with Troy Aikman.
Emmitt
his
Smith,
house.
Michael Irvin. Those guys are all retired. It's not happening. No Super Bowl for Dallas.
But it's America's team.
Zero.
So with it being America's team,
I am from Texas.
everybody's believing that.
I was raised a Dallas Cowboy fan.
What happened, my friend?
I got tired. I respected football a little bit too much during the era of Quincy Carter and everybody else. Those guys, I just couldn't do it.
Do you respect the Dallas Cowboys now?
I do not respect the Dallas Cowboys. I do not respect, you know what, to tell you the truth, I do not respect Jerry Jones.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me ask you something.
The best owner in sports right now. I respect Jerry Jones.
Are you kidding me?
Let me ask you this question.
Just cut him off now.
Has Jerry Jones made them more marketable or more winnable?
He's a marketing genius.
Look at that
He's
stadium.
a marketing genius, but he is not the best owner. He is not the best GM. He is not the best decision maker for a franchise that's going to try to win.
Numbers between
That's trying to win.
got numbers between 1 and 10. Dan Snyder, Jerry Jones. How do you rank?
They both suck. Period.
Well, Dan Snyder's finally Dan Snyder's finally getting it.
Get the heck out the way.
He's finally getting it because we got a real GM now. We got a real GM now, and he's like, hey, just sign the checks. That's all we need. Stay out of football operations. But Jerry Jones actually had the tag of GM.
So he has to make the decision.
That's actually his job title.
That's
one of his job titles. Excuse me.
Well, remember, he falls under the tree of Al Davis. Y'all
How about
really
he needs to
forgetting
fall on the tree? Like, stop, please.
But I'm saying he that's where he learned this from. He learned all this from Al Davis.
You're still trying to justify
the
this.
worst
I don't
thing
understand.
of all this, you're an Eagles fan for crying out loud. This is the worst.
No. He's an Eagles fan that likes Tom Brady. That's a Johnny Manziel enthusiast.
He's a Ravens fan also.
That's ball so hard university. You change as the seasons go.
I don't change.
You do.
But I mean, I'm just sticking to the courage of my convictions.
You're not.
What conviction?
I don't have any convictions.
Did somebody have a lightning bolt to get you?
Yes, strike him down now.
Strike him now.
I'm saying.
I gotta get back to some house rules. Gotta go back.
Yes, thank you.
Control it. Anyway.
Yes, control.
Another team not in control and can't keep control of the NFC East. A division known for failing is contending. What is going to happen in NFC East?
Oh, we ain't gonna find out until week 17. We are not gonna find out till then.
That's true.
You know what? And
Florida
what's crazy, it could come down to the WFC versus the Cowboys. It
wow,
really could.
And
remember the Eagles and Giants
because that's what everybody's talking about, the Eagles and the Giants. But I think it's going to come down to the Skins and the Cowboys.
Wow, wouldn't that be fun?
I don't think it's really going to come down to the Eagles and the
have been
Giants.
in last place the last 6 of the last 7 seasons.
I just want to say this. Games ever.
And it probably be on Sunday Night Football.
I just want to say this.
I hope not.
No on NBC.
My friend.
I want to say this.
Where's more dramatic?
I just want to say this.
What's going on?
Mikkel, you had the game, right?
Here we go.
Sorry, Lois, Lisa Salters, the Monday Night Crew, Mike Tirico.
Mike Tirico.
Trent Dilfer, all those guys,
Yes.
John Gruden.
Susie Cole.
John Nicey Gruden.
Oh, your boy, Robert Griffin.
Just name them all.
He was even
just
there.
Name all of them.
He was even. He actually still was. He's allowed in D.C.
Robert who?
And you got to see
what?
The team. You got to see the team you don't like the most.
RG who?
At their lowest point.
RJ, huh?
Win. And have some glimmer of hope. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I think the winners division gonna be 6-10, 7-9. If somebody gets 8 wins, I'll be surprised because
they're gonna look like the NFC South.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. But if I had to say right now, I would say the Eagles just because I think they have a shot to win 2 out of the next 3.
The Dallas Cowboys are not going in there.
So we'll see. If the Dallas Cowboys can somehow win on Sunday, y'all better be very afraid.
Defense wins championship.
Hey, all I'm saying is that Dallas Cowboy defense is the best in the division.
Now, question. Just throwing it in the air, hypothetically speaking. I mean, nobody's afraid of any teams in the NFC East, but if you were afraid, who would you be afraid of in the wild card? Or
the Giants.
That Dallas defense, though, think about it. Aaron Rodgers has no receivers that can get open. Dallas does a great job of getting pressure on the quarterback. This could be an interesting game. That's all I'm going to say.
I would say the Giants, to me, if any team would scare me, it would be the Giants. Because Eli Manning
can't get a pass rush.
Eli Manning has
I don't know if y'all saw Sunday.
And with that offense, and I think they could do it.
No, JPP can't sack anybody. He's reaching at him with a club.
Defensively to stop anybody.
The Giants are Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
No, the Giants don't have a guy that can tackle the quarterback.
I hate to say it. Lose at the end.
I would hate to say it, but I'd be scared of the Eagles because of what they can do on defense and special teams. We all know how fast a game could change due to a special teams play. And obviously, the Eagles are the best at doing it in the league, not even just the division.
Right now.
Okay. We're going to move on to a team that's damn sure doing it. Most complete team in the NFL with the most complete guy in the NFL. Everybody.
Cam.
There we go.
How many of us have them?
Carolina. Talk about a NFC South battle, shall we? Wow. New Orleans was knocking at the door, but couldn't do it. Carolina 41, New Orleans 38. Cam Newton 28 of 41. Count them. 331 yards, 5 touchdowns. Let's talk about composure and clutch. Carolina still undefeated, clinching NFC South. Carolina, Super Bowl or bust, or undefeated or bust?
Oh, yeah. It's Super Bowl or bust with this team.
Super Bowl.
Because they're 12-0. This Super Bowl or bust. Anything short, is not going to cut it. They have to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
That's their goal.
My thing with them is the same problem I have with New England. Ted
Do you
Ginn
have a
Jr.,
problem with New England?
I don't trust, offensively, I don't trust the Carolina Panthers outside of Cam Newton. I don't know who in the world he's throwing the ball to.
Who cares?
Outside of Greg Olsen.
Backfield like that?
I can say their running game is okay.
Who cares?
Let's
not forget that defense.
But in college, I'll give you. You can run the football in college, but on the professional level, we know this is a passing league. If you can't, he throws beautiful footballs, but his receivers cannot catch the football.
But stop it! I'm gonna stop you there because when Kelvin Benjamin went down, everybody saying, "Oh, he has nobody. What are you gonna do?"
Greg Olsen did.
He still doesn't though.
Expected Carolina to be in this position.
Not 12-0.
And they defeated every odd.
You have one of the best defenses in the league.
Shout out to Lukey.
You have one of the best backfields in the league. All you need is a passing game that's going to give you 8 to 10 yards. A pass.
Can you really trust them?
Yes.
Outside of Greg Olsen, can you really trust them?
8 to 10 yards.
When they beat Green Bay, we found out.
Their defense.
Funches is playing solid. I like what he's doing.
Funches is a solid pick.
And John Country's playing pretty well.
Byron, I got to ask you. Your assessment of teams is always a little bit different. Carolina, do you believe they have what they?
I would have to say right now they do, but I cannot overlook the Arizona Cardinals.
Because I'm driving that train. I'm on it.
And just when I thought they might take a step back,
get off the Bengals train, please.
They have
he's driving that train.
Yes,
I'm just on it.
Yes,
I'm driving
and they are number one seed in the AFC right now. They have a running game. David Johnson, even though Chris Johnson's out, they have the weapons. John Brown, Michael Floyd, Larry Fitzgerald playing at this all-star
and Carson Palmer.
And the MVP.
In the MVP.
Yes, he does.
Absolutely.
He does. And that defense.
Absolutely. And that defense is just as good. It's just as good
Let's talk
as
about
any
MVP.
defense in the
A couple
league.
weeks ago, it was Tom Brady and Cam Newton. Cam Newton still, to me, obvious choice. Cam Newton, Carson Palmer, Tom Brady. Who's MVP?
Oh, it's Cam. It's Cam right now. It's Cam.
Some people would argue. No.
Oh yeah, it's
if
a
these
case
games
could
were
be
a little
made.
bit different if Tom and the boys were still undefeated, this would be a different conversation.
Sure. It would be. It would be.
Sure. I think so, but I would still pick Cam.
Cam would still be the front runner to me, no matter what.
He is a politician.
Yes, he is, man. He knows how to talk.
Of the balls. It's already.
He dabbing on him. He dabbing on him.
Giving the kids the
even got the owner dab.
On top of that,
it's beautiful.
let's talk about something.
Oh, did you see the owner dab?
I just said that, man.
A couple of days ago, something I bought a couple of days ago. If we assess, granted, we're gonna get some NBA next show. Golden State,
23-0.
Your boy.
They got the win.
Yep.
Your boy Steph Curry is a
he's the
Cam
MVP.
Newton lover. However,
he's a Carolina guy. He's actually from there.
Carolina guy.
Them two combined, the two teams were at one point 34-0.
Jesus.
Dab to that.
Is it 35-0 now?
Yeah, 35 now.
I'm still going to say the Panthers are going to lose a game this year.
That's
and
fine.
I think it's going to be that Giants game.
If any game, I thought they would have lost.
I
to
think
the
they're
Saints
going to go.
last week, but they
I think they're going to go 15-1.
Watch this.
15-1.
Mark my words. Watch they lose one of those games to the Falcons. Watch.
They could. They could too.
I say
15-1 for
one of them games to the Falcons. They're going to lose one of them games. They play them twice in 3 weeks, I believe.
They do.
They're going to lose
if
one
Matt
of them
Ryan
games.
just shows up, they could score with him.
Yeah.
And they get one in Georgia.
Matt Ryan, do you?
It's not that I don't like him. It's just he's not everything they say.
overrated.
I'm tired of them saying he's better than Joe Flacco.
He's overrated. That's what he is.
Very
He's not
overrated.
clutch. He's not clutch.
He has
He's a
a lot
good
of
regular
weapons.
season quarterback.
If
Great
I
for
was
fantasy.
a receiver like Julio Jones,
That's my dog.
It's great for fantasy and looking pretty, but when it's time to win,
Let's talk about the guys that were supposed to be to a certain degree that you kind of feel like, dang, what happened to you? The Matt Staffords of the world, the Matt Ryans of the world.
he's actually played well.
Matt Stafford is actually doing his
last
thing
3
now.
games.
They should have won that game on last Thursday, but
All right,
Calvin
let's handle
Johnson
some house
stepping up.
rules, shall we? the picks that were week 13. Your corner.
Oh.
How's everything going? Who's on top? Who's at the bottom? Who's in the middle? Who's even in it?
Okay, well, shoot. Well, D, you went 8-8 this week.
I like that. I like that.
I went 7-9.
Well, that's just that. We've seen that all year. It's okay.
Oh no.
Our guest from
You
last
talking
week.
about him and his picks?
Our guest from last week, Darian, went 12-4.
Dang, man.
Good job, DC.
Dang, I can't hear that.
I mean, hey, he was on point. Dre, 6-10, buddy.
Well, Dre, nice knowing you.
Yeah,
You about
nice
to win the
knowing
NFC
you.
East division with that record.
Oh, boy.
One bad week.
Just like the Cowboys record. But anyway, Byron, you went 9-7, man. Congrats, man. You know,
He doesn't like
500.
that still.
Thanks to the Redskins and some other
picks is
teams.
getting a little
And the
better.
Patriots. If I just those
You
two
moving
games.
up in the world. You know?
No, nobody had them two.
Cavante, you 9-7, man. You are ahead of the poll.
Bam! That's all I wanted to hear.
Corey over
He's
there.
his own dog.
Corey, you went 8-8, man. You good? You still Matthews over there, man. Still Matthews.
You was riding so high with your first week, and then after that, you just...
His job was crazy.
It's a week-to-week league, baby. Week-to-week league.
So wait a minute. So
That's
what
what
are
the
the
NFL
standards
is.
then?
Week to week.
I know. Let me get to it. Ramos.
It doesn't matter,
Look,
'cause I don't care.
on the paper it says Ramos, so she didn't say my. She just called herself Ramos.
I mean, what else am I?
Oh, yeah, what else is she?
Yeah,
She
what
went
else
9-7. She went 9-7,
Oh,
ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen. She did a thing.
Anyways.
Oh, so wait a minute. What are the standards then overall? Like,
Well, right now the standings are Cavante is leading by 1 over D.
You heard.
Tight.
It's 116 to 115. Dre, you at 112.
Raven game
The
screwed
flex
me.
zone division.
So wait a minute.
Where
Am I- so wait,
anybody
wait,
could
what-
And
win.
Byron's at 113, so he surpassed you.
one game.
What a comeback!
So
I'm holding on. I gotta have these. I gotta
wait a
finish
minute,
strong.
what-
It's
so,
not
okay,
over
I'm
yet.
fourth,
You're-
one game.
What he's saying is
Either
you'll
way,
continuously be
you
at
said
the
you
bottom
was
until
third.
you
You're
have a
not
big
third
week.
anymore. You're
You'll
fourth.
continuously have
Okay,
a
Gotta
but wait a
hold
minute.
on.
The lead is 116, right?
Yes.
Okay, I can come back.
No, you can't.
You'll
Oh, I can
continuously
come
be
back.
at the
You
bottom.
have, that
until
means you have to
have a
call 4 games.
This goes for the
Opposite
guy
of me.
who says that
Hey,
the
wait a minute.
Cowboys are
Last year,
going to
what
win the
happened?
Super Bowl.
Last year, what happened?
What happened?
What happened?
What happened? I know I won last year.
You came
You owe
back
this
from
man
a
a
major
meal,
deficit.
You
didn't
still
you?
owe him
Listen.
dinner.
You still
Listen,
owe him
by the
a
way.
meal.
No, I paid him.
You paid him?
No, you still owe me 1.
You still
talking
owe him
about?
dinner.
You still owe me 1.
Nah, when what about
No.
Exactly. Now you owe me 1.
If Cavante says you owe him 1, you owe him 1. Stop trying to get around it.
I mean, we all are in agreement that you still owe this man.
I'm gonna say they even know.
I owe you.
Come on, baby. This is 1. We need to get this paid though, since it's about to be a
year.
year. We need to get this paid up, but it's cool.
Exactly.
You know, I was going to take a break. We're going to keep going.
Oh boy.
Week 14, people. No, wait. I'm lying. Before I go into that, game balls, not so game balls. I'm going to start first. I'm going to give my game ball to Russell Wilson. Oh, my God,
I like
Seattle.
that.
Seattle's
I like
coming.
That. I like that.
There's a difference in the change of times. This defensive-minded team
Richard Sherman's back.
does not have to be defensive-minded. The offense is showing up. I was so pissed about
Thomas
Jimmy.
Rawls.
Once you find out how to use a guy,
Well, no, actually, Luke Wilson's a better fit, so he's actually
they were
playing better.
figuring him out.
No.
And shout out to Seattle too, Cutting Curry Williams.
Maybe we can bring him back.
Personal.
Maybe we can bring him back. Maybe we can bring him back.
Becoming more serious than you thought they were.
Oh, they're coming.
Seattle is dangerous.
They could beat Carolina.
NFC champions until proven otherwise, people.
No,
My
two
not
times.
so game ball to the New York Giants, the whole establishment. I don't. Games in the palm of your hands. I don't understand. There may be some time for change.
He gotta go.
There may be some time for change in New York.
He got to go.
Tom Coughlin, and it's crazy because he's so synonymous with winning there.
No, he just got
That
2
how
lucky
can
bounces.
you? But the time it's
kick that
it's
field
time to
goal,
go.
Tom.
He's got 2 lucky bounces.
Get the darn field goal.
He got
man.
look. If he didn't get those 2 lucky plays from Eli, he has missed the playoffs 6 out of the last 7 years. Any other coach, he's gone.
He has 2 championships, though.
All for 2 lucky plays.
Blah,
he missed
blah,
the playoffs 6
blah,
out of the last 7
blah,
years.
blah.
Any other coach,
Super Bowls.
If Jay Green missed the playoffs 6 out of 7 years, he's gone. He ain't gonna make it that long.
2 Super Bowls.
2 rings.
Let's be honest.
2 Super Bowls. And he beat the same
2
team.
fluke bowls, yes.
And he beat the same
But he still
team.
got
Yes,
2
New York.
I
2
was gonna say,
fluke
you beat
bowls.
Tom at the height of it, and
2
Twice.
And 2
And
of the
the
luckiest
first
plays in
time, they were
NFL history.
It was
undefeated.
a fluke.
Okay.
They were undefeated.
First one with Tyree in the helmet. I'm like, what the heck?
At the end of the day, Tom Coughlin needs to go. Let's
The
keep
Patriots
it.
didn't even want to be. I think they walked in wild.
They didn't want it.
Bowl.
They didn't want it
Did
as
you even wanna
bad.
be the Super Bowl?
They didn't want it as bad.
But
as
yeah, the whole Giants establishment. However, I will say this: did you see that catch again? That boy Odell is
Mr. Beckham is unbelievable.
Put Odell
He's a
and
bad.
He
He
almost
won the-
he That kick
Man,
though, I don't know what in the world he was doing.
He got to grow up. We can't do that.
You put Victor Cruz and Odell Beckham on the same
They're
field.
saying that they're not going to be able
healthy.
to play together. Will they be able to play together?
Not this season.
Eli's going to have to make real decisions out there.
Their difference of
He gone. Eli's going to have to make real decisions
They're
out there,
saying
man.
their difference of styles may not be compatible.
No, it is compatible because Victor Cruz is a possession.
Wait. You know what? We don't know yet. You don't know yet. It looks like in my mind.
What Victor Cruz are we getting?
Victor Cruz. That's what I'm saying. Victor Cruz, Odell Beckham. It looks good, but you know, guys, certain guys get together. It doesn't always work out.
Before I move on, my honorable mention, I have to give on the Pittsburgh still. Martavis Bryant, Antonio Brown.
We didn't get to talk about them tonight, but they are the scariest team in the AFC.
Let's talk about Roethlisberger.
Man, we ain't even talk.
Antonio Brown, man.
Antonio Brown.
No, talk about all those receivers.
They put on a clinic.
It's crazy.
Martavis Bryant,
D'Angelo Williams.
Who are you blocking?
They're
Who do
crazy.
you even?
No, look, they do the same thing every play. Throw the ball 80 yards. Throw the ball 80 yards.
How they move the ball against Seattle.
God forbid, God forbid Le'Veon Bell was healthy.
No, D'Angelo Williams is doing enough.
That's a scary team to get into the playoffs.
That's what he said.
Let's get into the playoffs.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say pump out break for a moment on Pittsburgh.
We watched that game
Pump your
together,
brakes.
kind
I'm
of.
saying if they get in though, with that offense,
God forbid
Le'Veon
Bell
Bell
was healthy.
haven't beaten the team.
Well, D'Angelo Williams doing a good job. They're doing enough. They don't need to win.
You're right.
Oh my God.
That is
They got to beat the Bengals
Honorable
Sunday.
mention, Pittsburgh
that is the
Steelers.
scariest offense in the league.
Pick your poison. You talking about pick your poison.
Listen, Roethlisberger is the best quarterback in the league right now.
Whew.
That's a tough
I'm
statement.
glad. Top five.
That's a tough
He's
statement.
I'm glad you said that, man.
He's the best at creating.
At
He's the best at creating.
He's just back at just standing back there and throwing it 80 yards.
Him and Wilson are the best at creating nothing from something.
Yeah, you got four guys that just run 4-4. I mean, I would too.
They all some fab. They all fab.
Oh my
They all
God!
fab.
Martavis Bryant sat down, and it still was Antonio Brown.
They haven't
Weedon
beaten the
on
team
the
over
other
500. Just remember that.
Then,
That's true. In the defense, it will be
then you
exposed.
sat Weedon, and it was Martavis Brown, Antonio Brown. Pick your poison. Then they could bring Martavis Bryant in as a decoy,
But
and then
they are on the outside looking in. You have Kansas City, who's on fire, and the Jets, who are getting it done.
If you look at their record, Roethlisberger was out half the season or whatever.
Michael Vick took care of it.
Michael
and
Vick
other
did
guy,
step
Jones.
in,
Jones.
Landry Jones. But and at the beginning of the season, Martavis Bryant was out due suspension or whatever. But we have all the key pieces there
at the
right
right
now.
damn time.
At the right
I'm telling
time.
you, it's all
right
about
before the playoffs.
I forgot who else.
Roethlisberger is playing the best football.
They got to beat Cincinnati for me Sunday. I'm not sold yet. They got to beat Cincinnati.
Game ball, not so game ball. D, you want to talk? Go
all right, game ball. You know, we got to. I think we're going to give it this week to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay. What's
like
going on down there?
Andy Reid getting it done, baby.
Good win. That was a very good win.
Peg, my Raiders are falling apart.
That was a good win.
And the not so game ball, because Roger know where I'm going at. The double agent himself, Matt Schwab, you bum. That's why you don't have a job now. You threw them two and said you are pick six city.
But you knew that he was a turnover machine waiting to happen.
You better
not just a turnover.
You better
give up points on a turnover.
Yes.
Do we need a Ravens
They said the same thing in Philadelphia. They said some
we don't
poison
need
in
to
Philadelphia. They said one quarterback. They said one quarterback will just throw an interception. The other quarterback is going to the house. So you can't win with
an honorable not so game ball mention Go Media. I usually don't do that to the media. Dick Shockton, love you. You've been doing it for a long time. It's time for you to retire. You need to know Jameis Winston played for Tampa Bay.
He's not retiring, man. Don't be so disrespectful.
He needs to
What's wrong with you?
Well, you know how that goes. These people do that today.
The
Dead.
sixth spot on Fox. He's been demoted.
Well,
you know who's never going to leave ESPN? Talking about media.
Give me a call, Fox. I'm available, baby. Come on.
Stephen Lee.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's never going to win.
Call me, Fox. I'm ready, baby.
You're on the other end. Let's go. Game ball. That's what game ball. You're up.
Guys,
and I got an honorable mention. You guys get an honorable mention.
Oh, joy.
Oh, my gosh.
Take all the picks.
Okay, well, my honorable mention, Minnesota Vikings. Oh, my gosh.
What the heck was that?
AP.
8 carries?
Teddy Bridgewater. What happened?
8 carries for 18 yards?
I had Seattle.
What was that?
Needs to go home.
Lay the egg.
So, shootout. I guess I should have made that the regular, but my actual not so game ball.
I know where he's going with this.
The Detroit Lions.
Okay, no.
Oh my gosh. There is no way you give that up. There is no way you get that on a Hail Mary. There is no way you give that up.
What's worse? What's worse? Green Bay's Hail Mary or what was in Seattle?
The Seattle one was wrong. I thought it was wrong.
He picked it up.
So this one was worse. Well, no, the Seattle one was worse because I think they called it wrong. But this is all bad.
You should have sacked. Why?
You know what? Scary as that is, that play could propel Green Bay to the Super Bowl.
Sure enough.
Because they won that. Because they shouldn't have won that game, and Detroit should be back in the wild card. But that gives Aaron Rodgers the confidence he needs to know. I'm Aaron freaking Rodgers, and if he gets that confidence back.
I think he knew what he threw it in the air.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
I don't even think that was a Hail Mary.
They could be Carolina too. They should have beat them, but Aaron Rodgers got a little afraid. But
all right, who you giving the good news to, Cavante?
Oh, definitely Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers because they're proving that they can win every way. They're coming from behind. They're ahead. Special teams, defense, offense. They're proving that they can win any game.
But something else clicking.
They're winning. They're winning by any means, and it's a beautiful sight. I'm glad for Cam. I'm really excited for Cam Newton.
Improving every week.
Byron, you're next on the table. Go ahead.
Not so game ball. Washington Redskins.
What?
Yeah, y'all alerted to prime time, and y'all just showing that y'all the same Redskins from years before.
I know. No, we should have won that game. With Romo in the game, that's supposed to be a W for the other team.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's what we all say. But honorable mention.
You're so rude. Go ahead.
You're going to go to my man, Chip Kelly and the Eagles, baby. I told y'all don't give up on them.
Shut up.
That's honorable mention.
It's right here.
Chip Kelly and the Eagles. They got it done. They won 10 games the last 2 years. They can win the NFC North. If they win the NFC East, I think they're going to win this week. They have a shot. And my game ball, I called him the worst quarterback in NFL history, but he's changing my mind. Blaine Gabbert, you got it done, my friend. Running the ball, throwing the ball to Torrey Smith, a Torrey Smith sighting, winning the overtime. Robbie Gold. I'm just going to be. I'm not going to say nothing.
No.
I'm not going to say
Jay
nothing. No. Robbie Gold.
Oh my gosh, do we need to read Jay Suckler's stats?
No comment. Next person.
I forgot about somebody.
How many touchdowns did he throw?
There's a lot of people that deserve the not so good. Jacoby Jones.
Ooh. He got benched.
The hand.
Get him on a plane.
He got benched.
The hand.
He got benched.
2 fumbles.
Oh, he hasn't been good since he left the Ravens. Come on.
Hey, I appreciate that.
That's what we do, baby.
And we understand why San Diego let him go.
All right, Bryson.
This
is what we do on our show. Game balls, not so game balls. You get an honorable mention. Who did it for you this week? You're our guest, so wherever you want to start, sir.
Game ball. I have to go with Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger. I don't know how else I can say it, but this is the best offense that I've seen in probably my lifetime since Cole Pepper, Randy Moss,
that's saying a lot.
And Chris Carter. So
that's saying a lot.
Yeah,
exactly. A whole lot.
I don't forget about them.
So
right.
That's
New England 07.
Who you giving the bad news to?
Was crazy.
Yeah.
Can I give it to 2 teams?
I mean, you're our guest.
I mean, you got an honorable mention.
So last night I seen one of the worst football games in a long time. So I'd have to go give it to the Cowboys and the
you could
say the same game.
Oh, snap.
I'm just giving this a whole game.
It was actually kind of fun.
It was worse because you know what's funny? You'd be surprised. Everybody's in the heat of the game. Everybody on the sideline that was doing some type of media was waiting for the game to be over. This is a long. Even the cheerleaders were saying this is a long game ever.
Shout out to Dez, baby. Getting me in the playoffs of the fantasy. Best receiving football, showing why. Getting it done, and I know DeMars and Roger can appreciate what I did in that league.
Yes, you can.
I gets it done. I'm a team player. Keep that in mind.
Roger, good news, bad news, honorable menciones.
Well, I got to pick Ben. That's what my pick was going to be.
For who?
My honorable.
Are you still involved in the show?
Yeah, I'm
still
involved.
You here?
I'm here.
I'm here.
You still got Jacksonville.
He thinking about his picks. It's not been a good year for Roger. It's not been a good year.
I was going to pick Ben for my quarterback.
I'm never going to give you up.
By the way, he's a Ravens fan saying that.
Stop. Quit.
You done?
This ain't my shit.
Finished?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. Anyway, Ben Roethlisberger is my pick.
I just can't. Okay.
Forget it.
I'm sorry.
Just go ahead and finish,
I'm
man.
sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
No, I'm
Why do
not.
you get so angry when
I'm not angry.
Everybody
Go
else
ahead.
will take the picking but you. Go ahead. Stop crying.
I'm not.
No crying
I'm
in
good.
football. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Let's go ahead, man.
Ben Roethlisberger's my pick, and my not so game ball goes to The Patriots.
Not so game ball. Go to the Patriots. Oh.
I would say a close second to bad football was that Ravens-Dolphins game Sunday.
I didn't even watch that.
That was pretty bad.
You couldn't give it the time?
I mean,
football?
I couldn't give it the time.
I mean, Ryan Tannehill, how many yards did he have?
Yeah.
That's one time when you don't mind being in church a little extra when pastor starts preaching, because that's how bad that game.
And you know what? Justin Tucker had a chance, and we missed that field.
You
sure did.
collection plate without
You pastor go over a little bit.
You ain't gonna put no money in it.
Look, Ryan Tannehill had 86 yards passing.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Shout out to the Bills for actually winning the game they were supposed to win.
Wow.
Trey, we're gonna.
I'm gonna follow suit with my man Roger here. My game ball has to go to Chip Kelly because I am totally surprised.
That's one of his teams.
One of his many teams.
I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Y'all know I spent a lot of time in Philadelphia. By the way, going up to Philadelphia either sometime soon within the next month.
Hey, don't leave me out. Don't leave me out. Just don't pass you by. Don't pass you by.
Amen. Quarter can stay there.
Listen.
Oh, we going to LA to see Kobe, baby, but that's another story.
Hey, Dre, bring me back some Patty's pie, man.
Well, the Patty's pie's off. But I can get you a cheesesteak.
We can do the cheesesteak.
That's all right.
Cheesesteak.
Yeah, we're down cheesesteak.
The not so
Matthew gets banned for talking about the Dallas Cowboys.
The not so game ball goes to Mike Patton because I don't know what in the world you doing up there in Cleveland.
Oh, you know what? You already know how I feel about him.
But I do know that we do get us some Johnny this week.
Johnny Foosball be playing the Niners. Yes,
it's going to be a tough stretch for Johnny. 49ers, Chiefs, Seahawks, and the Steelers.
Battle of the
losers. Battle of the beatings.
My honorable
There's going to be a lot of hammer times with the Browns.
And my honorable mention has to go to Marcus Mariota. Because
that run?
That run was
How about that game, though?
Him and Jameis got it done.
Right. Blake Bortles threw 5 touchdowns.
Dueled with him, man.
He's having
shout out to Jameis Winston. He's changing the culture in Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah. And also, James Winston also had a very
good real quick, the AFC South, you got to get you a quarterback. Bortles, Mariota, Andrew Luck when he's healthy. Houston, where you at, baby?
You the only one left. That's the only one.
J.J. Watt needs to suit up offense and defense.
Play tight end.
He scored a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, as well.
We're going to take just a quick break, minor break. When we come back, Week 14 picks. The show will be wrapped up. It's a Flex Zone. We'll be back.
Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll.
We're back. Week 13. Shoot that out the way. It's out the window. It's gone. It's past. Talk about the present. Week 14, shall we? Let's start on Thursday. Vikings, Cardinals. Woo!
Cardinals.
Vikings are supposed to be at one point, people were saying the Vikings were the team to be looking at. But the Cardinals.
Vikings will still probably get a wild card, but the Cardinals have too many weapons. Bring on Carolina, Arizona, baby.
If you give
I'm gonna go with
the
the Cardinals,
ball
too.
more than 8 times.
I mean, they got down so early in that game, though. I mean, I can't blame them to a point.
Adrian Peterson only had 18 yards.
Anybody have the Vikings?
He'll have more than 18 yards.
And the Vikings have injuries. Harrison Smith and Anthony Barr both banged up.
Short week. Got to go out
to Arizona Valley of the Sun.
Tough losing to Seattle, and then you got to go the way you lost.
To another NFC West opponent.
But they still do have the Packers one more time. Week 17.
One more. Let's go into Sunday, shall we? The Bills at the Eagles.
Wow.
I'm going to take the Bills.
I'm going out on a limb. Chip Kelly. I'm putting my faith and my picks in you. I love the Bills. I love what Tyrod Taylor's done. Got to win for me. Going with the Eagles in Philly, city of brotherly love. They don't play well at home. I'm going Philly.
This game is in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
This is LaShawn McCoy.
So I'm gonna choose the Bills.
I didn't think of that. LaShawn McCoy.
Good going.
LaShawn McCoy made one to go off.
Back in Philly.
I'm going to pick the Bills.
I have the Bills.
The Eagles are trash at home.
The Eagles and the WFC are just completely different.
The Washington Redskins. Until they change the name, the Washington Redskins. They're not a club. We are not playing golf.
I can't say the. I can't say.
I don't care what you got to
say. Real quick, a win over the Patriots can propel a team to get confidence. If you can beat New England, you can beat anybody.
Think
about it.
Even though I mentioned that,
except for Rex Ryan,
I'm taking the Eagles too, and I'm gonna tell you.
Here you go.
And Rex Ryan hasn't really.
The Bills are an inconsistent bunch too.
Stephon Gilmore separated shoulder, no corners. Jordan Matthews got a big game.
They don't got no receivers.
Jordan
Matthews. I'm picking the Bills because Tyrod just had a great game last week, and I think he's going to continue on that
think he
train.
had that great of a game.
I had a great game last week.
He made enough plays.
Going to repeat this.
They're playing to his strength.
It's no way the Eagles are going to repeat.
Emotional high.
What do you mean?
There's no way the Eagles are going to repeat.
I think they got a chance.
This one could go every way.
They got Arizona at home next week, so they won't win that, but they can win this week. And
they ain't winning next week.
So
He's looking ahead already.
Okay, guess who comes into town? The Seahawks.
oh gosh, they're gonna beat us by 30. Russell Wilson never 5 touchdowns.
You know the Ravens have had all these close games this year.
Won't be this one. Not gonna be.
But would the Ravens beat the Seahawks?
The law averages got to say you're gonna get a blowout at some point, and I think Sunday is gonna be the blowout.
Let's just submit a top 5
draft pick. This game will
pick.
actually be closer than
It might
what
be a
people.
10. It might be a 10 point.
You know what? The Ravens defense is actually playing well.
How? With Matt Schaub?
The double agent himself?
Because
Jimmy Clausen.
It's still the Baltimore Ravens.
Jimmy Clausen's going to play probably.
Even worse.
No, he don't throw pick sixes though.
Even worse. He ain't played all year. How what you think he gonna do? How what you think he gonna do?
He's gonna do a lot better than Matt Schaub is.
I don't think a lot better. That's a lot. That's a lot. You give him too much credit.
It could be anybody.
Too much. It's gonna be Jimmy Clausen.
Schwab, they saying Schwab.
He ain't played all year.
Clausen is gonna practice more this week.
It's gonna be bad.
Let's move on, shall we?
Ravens defense has played well.
Seahawks, right? Bryson, Seahawks.
Say again? Yeah, Seahawks.
Everybody's on the Seahawks.
Ravens defense has played well.
I don't know if you guys are going to toss this one up, but
oh gosh, oh.
These one of them picks.
I'm gonna go out on a limb because it's in the dog pound, and because Johnny Manziel is starting. I'm choosing the Browns.
I don't care. I don't care.
Does it matter at this point?
No.
The Browns just suck.
I don't care if Johnny is starting. I'm picking Blaine Gabbert and the 49ers.
He's been playing well as of late. He's been playing.
Shout out to my man Eric Mangini. That's 49ers defense looks very good lately.
Shout out to Torrey Smith also for catching that touchdown pass.
Wide open.
49ers in a close game. Johnny plays well though.
They were playing the Ravens. See how this game.
Niners win 9-6.
All right, moving forward. Oh, Cavante.
49ers. I'm not picking the Browns anymore.
I think I'm picking the Browns. I'm gonna take a one.
Take Browns.
Lions at the Rams.
This game is a hard one to choose.
No, it's not.
The Rams
got 10 days of rest.
I say the Rams have fallen all the way off, man. The Rams have fallen.
The Rams are the Lambs again. The Lambs are back.
Megatron is back to being
Rams
Megatron.
are one-dimensional.
I forgot. Who's going to check Megatron?
Todd Gurley.
Is Ram
if you
football.
take that away, you have nothing.
It's literally
who's
nothing.
Their quarterback?
Nick Foles.
I think Nick Foles is back.
No, they said if Keesum passed the concussion thing, he will be playing.
It don't matter who the quarterback is.
Yeah, no stinks right now. He stinks. I see why.
When you have to wonder who the quarterback is, you choose the better one. I'm gonna choose the Lions.
Shoot, we thought that was going to happen in D.C. Look what the heck happened. Anyway, then rolling on down the train, Titans at the Jets.
Jets.
J-E-T-S.
Jets.
Everybody taking the Jets.
Revis comes back.
Big win last week.
Might be hammer time. Might be hammer time in the big ass.
And they're gonna be hammer time.
It'll
be close.
The Giants should have won
both those games, but the Jets.
You finally. I mean the
Jets won at home last week.
The only weakness was the offense. Now that you have Fitzpatrick, you have a decent quarterback, and then you have somebody to catch the ball on the side.
I'm so pissed off at the Ravens for not trading for him because this boy is a Hall of Fame member. The first player in NFL history to have 3 1,000-yard receiving yard seasons with 3 different teams.
Well, Byron, remember, they had 2 chances to get him.
So he still got a lot.
When he went to Miami,
he still have a lot of
one, and then to the Jets.
Exactly.
Brandon Marshall, can we just say real quick, how in the world do you do NFL Showtime and then still ball out?
Put up 100+ yards
now. He's in
New York now.
I mean, I'm just saying for him to be able to ball out like that
and
still be an NFL
analyst,
like that's insane.
And give credit to Eric Decker being a good number 2.
I saw Eric Decker side.
Yeah, both of them have both are going to have double-digit touchdowns.
That's Kobe.
All right, going down the 1 o'clock train.
Oh, Brandon Marshall, he should have got an honorable mention. Willing to fight for his woman.
What?
Okay.
What's going on?
You don't remember this past week when
that
he
was
got into the
funny.
confrontation during the game? Yeah, he got into a confrontation because one of the defenders.
Balance of opinion. Go ahead.
Hey, nice plug.
All the time.
But he was willing to fight basically a 400-pound
Cullen
man
Jenkins, big
over
guy.
his woman because he's called him. He said his girl instead of his wife.
Can we stay on the subject of women for a minute? I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, we about to do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it to you guys. Everybody aware of Asha Curry's comments about women?
Oh yes,
saving what they're wearing for their man, and What's her name? How you say her pronounce it? Aisha Curry.
Okay.
Stephen Curry's wife.
Stephen Curry's wife.
Okay.
There we go.
Stephen Curry.
That's what he was looking for. That's what he.
Yes.
All them pretty. His kids and his daughters.
Yo, his whole family is beautiful. His whole family is beautiful.
Yeah.
His whole family. Everybody.
It's Dell Curry's wife.
Yes, his mama.
Do you guys agree? You read the comments.
But you know what I will say? It's easy for her to say because of who she's married to. And the life she's living. It's easy for her to say that.
What did she say?
She basically said that a woman shouldn't dress a certain type of way, save who they are.
She's right.
They're comparing her and the whole Amber Rose.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
She's right. She's right.
I would have to agree.
You can't not agree with that, but it's easy for her to say because of her situation.
Right.
What they say? What's that Instagram post I saw? In the world of Aisha Curry's someone else, and it had a girl, and she was kind of scantily dressed, would be a bad girl to a degree. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Football, shall we?
Just saying.
Colts at Jaguars. No, wait. Steelers at the Bengals.
The big one, yeah.
Excuse me, sorry. This should be Sunday night, gosh.
What time? No, it shouldn't because that means the Bengals will lose. No, it shouldn't be.
The Bengals are happy.
Not Monday night. That's Sunday
no
night.
No night games. No night games.
No night games. Nothing that's one night.
No night games.
Anything.
And what time are they playing at 1 o'clock? Going with the Bengals.
I'm gonna take the Steelers.
I'm going with the Steelers too because the Steelers usually have the Bengals number, and last time they played, the Steelers almost won that game.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, but I'm gonna take the better team, the Bengals.
If the Bengals do not win this game, what do you think of the Bengals now?
I still think the same old Bengals until they win the playoff game.
It's all about January, but they're gonna win this.
Oh my gosh, it's funny you said that because Tony Dungy said the same thing. He's on the Bengals train, and then what's your face? What's
Rodney Harrison.
Rodney Harrison turned back around, until they get.
Well, I've been on record for most of the season saying they're going to win a playoff game. So we're going to do what we do every week, baby. Choo choo.
I've been Andy Dalton, baby, since the beginning of the season.
When I look at the Bengals, I see
and I'm taking the Steelers.
Good defense, a great defense actually. And I look at the Steelers on the other side, and I've seen what they did with the Seahawks a couple weeks ago. They moved the ball efficiently. I have the Steelers.
If their
the Bengals will do it to the Steelers as well.
I'm sorry.
But the injury to watch out for, Tyler Alford do not play. The Steelers will have a chance.
How much is AJ?
Absolutely.
AJ Green, what does he do?
Oh, he's going to torch them.
AJ Green, with his 5th season, 1,000 yards each season.
That's another one. Shout out to
1,000 yards each season. He's doing.
Fun fact,
Green, the old man still making it happen, Captain.
Say fun fact.
Oh yeah. I might come back. I might bring it back for.
All the fun facts.
You definitely got to do.
Well, looking at his Super Bowl pick and the way his Falcons are doing, I don't know if we want that.
Why are you calling my Falcons? Stop it.
Hey,
Julio Jones.
Hey.
That's his what?
That's my dog.
Okay.
Hey.
That's it, man.
He's in the dog house. Yes.
Unfortunately.
Can you pep up something? Why I gotta come to you?
Because I'm just letting everybody talk. That's all. But anyways, I'm picking the Steelers. Big Ben struggled his first game back from his injury, but this game he's going to ball out. So I'm picking the Steelers.
Okay, moving forward. Colts at Jags.
Ooh, this is interesting.
So Andrew Luck's still out, right?
You shake your head, yes.
Remember that old man did beat Jacksonville last time now.
Yeah, but the way Jacksonville was playing lately, I'm going to choose the Jags.
And the Jags are always so close.
That's another game.
They're always close.
Allen Hurns don't play.
I think Allen Hurns is out.
Yeah, and I don't like
and
it.
Okay, yeah, I don't like that.
Blake Bortles will go and give one away.
I like Hasselbeck.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Colts.
They'll bounce back.
Take the veteran, and the Colts usually do well, as I said, on Sunday Night Football.
I don't know if the Chargers want to march into Kansas City with them.
Nah, they don't want
to.
Philip!
No. He got a new name. He's got a new name. Flip.
Oh, no.
Flip.
I will not be watching this.
Flip Rivers.
I'm going to take
nobody's watching
like
this.
Flip Wilson back in the day.
We're going to see that on the ticker.
I'm going to take a nap.
I'm going to say losing by.
Take a nap.
I have the Chiefs.
Right.
So everybody's picking the Colts?
Absolutely.
I'm going to do what I do all the time.
Of course.
So,
you're going to pick the Redskins.
Go play the Bears, baby. Redskins and the Bears in Chicago.
I don't know who to pick.
This is a tough one, boy.
Oh, come on. Stop
You know what?
We know who you're picking.
You're dead all right. Jay Cutler. What you got this was? What you got this was? Robbie Gold will not.
You move and let them have
Jay Cutler will outplay Kirk Cousins.
I need to. I obviously need to.
Hey, guess what? I'm with you, baby. I'm choosing my man Cuddy.
That's
you
right,
know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Oh, God.
Cuddy, that's not going to get no Cuddy.
Cuddy going to get that W this way, baby.
In the pod?
Yeah, they are.
I guess I'm the pod because
anyway.
That's what they do.
Come on, y'all just hop on the bed.
I don't want to do this, but the Redskins do so terribly on the road. I got to pick the Bears.
Should we do
Yeah! And what's that quarterback's name?
Jay Sackler.
Oh, come on. Come on. You be respectful. It's Jay Cutler.
They belong to the 49ers.
Now he's a Jay Cutler fan.
He didn't throw any touchdowns against the 49ers.
Hey, it's Jay Cutler.
He didn't throw any touchdowns.
It's
Jay Suckler.
49ers.
It's Jay Cutler.
Well,
no touchdowns.
Well, you know what, guys?
You know what?
I don't do this very often, but I'm going to do it today. Jay Cutler.
Yes!
Yes!
Sunday.
Am I on the island on my own?
Nope.
Yes!
I am.
Yes! Yes!
The way the Bears.
Why are you so animated?
The way
Can you address this man?
He's a Bears fan too, obviously. But
he is.
listen,
Imagine I want him
because
with every team on.
You're like a patchwork quilt for the.
Yes.
Oh my God!
All 32, huh? All 32.
I am. Because the Bears are playing so bad, this game's obviously up in the air. So when it's up in the air, I'm going with my home team. Going with the Redskins.
All right, let's move on.
This will be a game the Redskins
don't.
win, though.
This one right here.
They can do it.
But they're not going
This
08.
one might have important implications for the Panthers. They have another divisional game. The Falcons come into town.
Well, the Panthers already clinched the NFC South.
Hands down.
So they don't need this or not.
They don't need it.
But I mean, they did it for the unbeaten streak.
Now they going for history. I'm still rolling with Cam.
I'm going with Cam.
Sit Cam Newton, we still have the victory. Panthers.
I'm going with Cam too. Atlanta need to show some heart.
Julio.
Show some heart.
Is he your dog this week?
He's always my dog. He's my dog every week. Oh my God!
Oh no!
So
not
who you going
Newsom.
with? Is everybody hold on. Is everybody going with the
Against that
Panthers?
defense, I give him 50 yards.
Is everybody going with the
Listen,
Panthers?
he
Everybody?
can move
I'm going
around.
with the Panthers.
He can move around. That's still
Cam.
Julio Jones.
No. Is everybody going with the Panthers?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Say it with me now. How many of us have them?
Cam.
Wait, everybody dab.
I'm like,
Man, when the owner dabbed, I was like, yo.
I said, oh man, they were so lit when he did it though. Like,
He's changing the culture. Period.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Anyways, another divisional one. Saints go play the Bucks. Jameis Winston. You ready, baby?
Oh, y'all know who? Y'all know what train I'm
Why
on.
you say, my man Jameis Winston?
I'm gonna pick the Bucks.
The Saints are fading.
I'm gonna pick the Bucks.
Given the fight that they gave the
Drew
Panthers,
Brees, by the way, 282 yards, 3 touchdowns last game.
Come on, you know you got to roll with Jameis Winston, baby.
I am going to go roll with Jameis Winston. I have it highlighted right here.
My
but
man.
I'm just second guessing it.
showed
I'm
us
just
the
like,
sheet.
and I'm just wondering, like, what Saints team is going to show up?
The Aints, especially on
the
defense.
Saints that battle.
Because the Saints last week can win.
Exactly.
They're not in the
The
dome.
Saints-
They're not in the dome.
The Saints that I seen last week, they should
like the
be
Saints
in
of
playoff
old.
contention. Yes, of old. But depending on what Saints team is going to show up, I mean, I'm going with the Bucks. I'm going up with my boy, famous Jameis.
Famous
Jameis. Jameis Winston is here.
His
He's
name.
here.
No.
Famous Amos. Oh yeah,
Amos
famous.
sounds
Yeah.
like a cookie.
That play-
Famous Jameis, famous Amos.
Third 19.
That play, 3rd and 19.
Yep.
That
was Will.
The
That was Will.
The
He got it.
Buccaneers
That's
haven't
going to be
been
a highlight for the season.
Listen, man, the Buccaneers ain't been relevant since the whole team was black. Simeon Bryce and freaking.
Brad Johnson. Brad Johnson wasn't a
only
brother.
white
He wasn't a
guy.
brother.
John Lynch.
Oh
John
wait,
Lynch was
I'm
on
lying.
it.
John
John
Lynch.
Lynch.
He was
Barber, Rondé Barber.
Like, come on, man.
Hey, Buccaneers in that wild card race.
And now the Bucs are getting there.
Lovie Smith, baby, keep that job.
Okay, people, let's move into the 405 game. The Raiders.
Sorry. Not
Go
taking y'all
play
this
the
week.
Raiders are
Broncos.
falling apart in front of our eyes.
Osweiler.
I can't
B-Rock.
B-Rock.
They're gonna buy some more time. Peyton Manning. We'll be ready.
I don't even.
Oh,
know.
no, I think Peyton Manning. We ain't gonna see him
Even when he
again.
gets
He's not
healthy, I don't
Peyton
even
Manning's
know.
done for the season.
Wait,
I
I mean,
pay,
they're able to
bye.
buy some more time.
Pay.
Say it with me, D. He go.
He gone, pay. He gone.
But hey,
Denver's
first of all,
done.
stop calling that man Pay.
Pay.
And second,
Well, you
and
beat
second,
Denver.
Now you give him the respect. You thought you beat
Bye,
disrespect.
pay.
Hey, second,
Do you know how tall this guy is?
6'8". He like 6'7", 6'8".
When he throws the ball, he throws on a slant. The
He
ball
got to
goes
throw it
this
down
way.
because who he throwing it to at 6'8"? Who he throwing it to?
Gronkowski like
Or
that.
Megatron. That's what
Shaq.
he throwing it
Shaq.
to.
Only person Shaq.
Who you throwing
Only
it to?
Shaq. Only person
Better throw it at an angle.
He isn't putting up the greatest numbers, but he doesn't turn the ball over. He can run with the
Don't turn over
football,
the ball. That's the
and that
key.
defense is
He
great.
is perfect for
Kubiak's system.
Kubiak's system.
Kubiak likes to
He's
win that
perfect.
West Coast
Exactly.
downfield.
So they can get this third. That'd be 3 wins in a row.
And that's another reason why I say that Peyton's gone.
long
And
as
guys,
they
guys, I'm scared because when Peyton Manning comes back healthy, he might have lost his job.
Man, he's gonna be throwing.
If he can come back.
He's not done.
But that's kind of
He's
good
far
because
from done.
they need a
Yeah,
predecessor.
but he's not done.
But you know what?
He's
I'll
done.
put it like this. He's done for the Broncos.
He's done in the NFL. Finished.
No.
I'm telling you.
No.
Watch another team like Houston, who
No.
could use a quarterback.
He's
Gets
done.
him.
Period.
Watch.
I like that. I never thought about that. I like Houston.
I can see Houston.
And Peyton Manning.
I can see that.
And there have been rumors for years about Peyton Manning going down to Houston.
Could you imagine this? A couple years ago, when Houston chose the Jadeveon Clowney, they could have chosen.
Oh, don't get us started.
Carr.
Don't get us started. They could have chosen Johnny Manziel too.
I thought you were going to say Johnny Manziel.
They could have chosen Johnny Manziel too.
no.
They could have chosen any other quarterback but Jadeveon Clowney.
Wow, they could have
chosen anybody else.
Yes,
Teddy Bridgewater.
Yes, they could have took anybody.
That defense is already lit, but
Clowney.
They need to get a quarterback before it not becomes lit. Like,
but where is Clowney though?
Clowney is on injured reserve.
Clowney.
He in South Carolina.
He need to join the Browns. He can match up.
He may be.
Become a clown.
He's one of the biggest busts
Let's move
of
on,
all
shall we?
time.
425.
We'll see.
Your boys.
Oh,
them
this is
boys.
easy. This
they go
is easy
to
for
Green
me.
Bay to play the Pack. There's no way in hell I'm picking the Cowboys. I'm going to go to the Pack.
The bad man is going to finish off.
They
the
on a high.
Cowboys.
They on
Then
the
again, are the Cowboys on a high at this point?
Both teams are.
Did we give the Cowboys? Did the Redskins give the Cowboys life too?
Rivalry game. You know they're gonna
listen.
They was gonna show up last.
The Cowboys are a
Des Bryant,
different
does he
team
catch the ball?
with Romo on the field. I'm going with.
I mean, Matt
Packers.
Castle still stunk the joint up to
Yes, he
the
did.
full court.
The
I'm going with the
3 and
Packers.
3/4 quarter.
I mean, you was there.
There was a
You
couple
seen it.
balls. I'm like, come on, Maddie.
seen
Did you really throw that?
Maddie?
It seemed like they kept
Pay-pay?
saying incomplete.
Yeah, hey,
I don't like it.
that. Yeah.
I don't like it.
It kept like after a while there was a trend in, like a song like what's that song? I know. It sounded like he would.
Bill
they were saying
Withers, by the way.
incomplete.
Ain't no
Incomplete.
sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine when
sunshine.
Romo's gone.
But I ain't picked yet, and I'm picking the Cowboys.
Whoa! No, you're not picking the Cowboys.
I am picking the
You're not
Cowboys
picking the Cowboys.
because
No, you're
their
not.
defense showed me so
You're not
much.
pi- no,
they can
you're not picking
stop
the
Aaron
Cowboys.
Rodgers.
No, he's not.
No, that's
I
crazy.
mean,
This is a joke.
even though
This is a
Darren
joke.
McFadden
No, Brian.
fumbled twice,
No, Brian, no.
he had over 53 yards.
Defense showed you what?
You know,
They have
showed
some
me
very
they
good
can stop. They showed me a lot.
They-
on
They
Monday
showed
night.
you that they can stop
It's the
the
Redskins.
Redskins.
It's the freaking Washington Redskins.
It's the
they did it against.
Redskins.
Don't bite. He's joking.
He's right.
I hope so.
I won't bite him.
I'll never
I
pick
was
the
about to- I was
Cowboys.
about to be like, please don't jinx this team.
Jinx them.
We
You
know
jinx
you're
teams every
going.
Now,
week.
are you
Go
picking
ahead.
the Cowboys?
Yes.
The
Yeah,
nerve.
what are you
After
talking
all your
about,
courage,
then?
your convictions, and all that. If you
kills
put
me, man.
over the
I'm
Dallas
trying to
Cowboys,
tell you.
If you don't put it
His
that highlight, if you
convictions
don't
is
highlight the
burning,
Dallas
like
Cowboys,
Rome is burning.
highlight this.
And
Cowboys and the Super Bowl.
I am highlighting.
The Dallas
Okay, well,
Cowboys.
fine.
I'm highlighting the bad man, Aaron Rodgers.
So now you're a Packers.
Drake
Get
is
that 32 team hat ready for him, please.
So you know
No,
what?
it's because it's something Bryce said. If Tony Romo was playing,
It don't
I
matter.
would have chosen
But
the
he's
Dallas
never gonna-
Cowboys.
He's never going to play.
Oh,
Don't
man.
forget, Tony Romo's not on IR, so the Cowboys
He's
make the
done.
playoffs somehow.
Done.
Thank you.
Let's
Done.
move on, shall
Stop
we?
it.
Sunday Night Football is the massacre that was in Houston.
Oh yeah.
Well,
one team has a quarterback, the other team.
Well,
doesn't,
credit to
so.
NBC. They switched this game from Seattle and the Ravens.
I think I made a. I think I'd rather win from Seattle and
Why?
What is the name? What is the name of the
You going to get Seattle and the Ravens?
Why?
the field
Straight up.
at Texas? This Texas Stadium.
NRG Stadium.
NRG
Reliant,
Stadium.
One of the two.
All right. In
know what
keeping
they
up
named
this
that place.
Texas movement, remember the Alamo. Remember what? What's the name again?
Remember the Titans?
No, remember what's the name of that team? What's the name of this where they play the Texans?
Oh,
Reliant Stadium.
No, it's
Yeah, 'cause it's about
NRG
to be a
Stadium.
bloodbath.
they changed
We will all
it.
remember
They change
that
these
stadium.
stadiums
We
every
all
week.
remember this game. This
This is
going to
be a close football game. I don't
It will be
think
very
it's gonna
close. That defense
Remember
of
the
the
Alamo.
Texans
Shout out
is
to
really
Texas.
good.
Remember
If
that
they make
stadium.
Tom Brady tap dance, they have a chance. I'm gonna take the Patriots.
They're
Tell them
not
beside
gonna
Houston.
Well, JJ.
I just
I
don't
said
see
defense is lit. That defense can do it.
I just don't see the Patriots losing 3 in a row.
I don't see.
I don't see it neither.
That's the only reason I
Tap
can.
dancing.
Not and not two and not one another one in prime time neither.
And Belichick
They not about
and
to be the
Brady, I
Bengals.
trust. Patriots.
All right, Monday night. I can sleep on this one.
Oh wait, who's the Texans quarterback?
That's what I said.
It's you.
It's me?
Ask that question again.
It's you.
Texans quarterback?
Yeah, ask it again.
Who's the Texans quarterback?
It's you.
Hey, but who's that wide receiver though?
DeAndre Hopkins is
Hopkins is
balling.
he's good. He's really good.
No, he's not just good. He's great.
He's
knows
really,
a lot of
really,
this.
really, really good.
He does, and he played
In a
okay
couple
on
years,
Sunday.
he'll be one of the best.
And rounding out what appears to be
This will
week
be, though.
14, I might be sleep on this one.
Everybody
The
be.
Giants
Yeah, I'm
at the
not.
I'll be
Dolphins.
joining Dre on this one.
G-Men, please win a game. I'm going to go with
Giants
the
don't win this game.
This is one of those games where I will actually be watching Monday Night Raw, despite how bad it's been.
Not after last week's Raw. You don't want to watch
Monday Night Raw.
I will take Monday Night Raw for this.
Hey, the Dolphins could win this game, though.
They sure can.
They sure. I don't think y'all realize these are bad teams.
The last 7 Monday night games has come down to last percent.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game because both of these teams suck. Neither one has a defense.
Teams.
I'm going to choose the Giants, though.
I think everybody's going to choose the Giants. But
just because.
Odell.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, just
oh,
because.
man.
If Tannehill actually shows up, they might have a chance.
Odell, one
but
catch.
Not 86 yards, though.
Well, he had to show up with the double agent.
Well, it's over. It's done with. We'd like to thank Bryce, our guest. Did you enjoy us? Shout out to you. You survived, my friend.
I really did. Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you. You had fun. We'll see you back, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hound this man. We want to thank True Sounds for our theme song. Don't forget to like us on our Facebook page, The Flex Zone. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Periscope at The Flex Zone 1. Check out our YouTube channel, The Flex Zone. Please follow all of us on social media. Please do that. If you have any questions, ideas, or possibly want to be a guest, you can always send us an email to theflexzone1@gmail.com. Tonight's show is executively produced by Andre Melton. Our associate producers are moi and Crevante Hurd. Shout out to the intern. Everybody.
Matthews.
Corey.
Shout out to you, man, you.
You intern, you.
You intern, you.
You're great.
You just be an intern. You got one job. You got one job.
He has more than one job.
But you're doing the damn thing. What?
He has plenty of jobs. Actually.
He
does. I know. I got you over there, buddy. I got you.
And the Flex Zone can be heard on SoundCloud and on iTunes. Listen to us Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the Arena Sports Network at www.arenasportsnet.com, as well as our new station, Positive Power 21.
Warm them up, baby.
By going to www. Please, can we have one show where we don't do this?
He hasn't done it in a while. He's look at him. He's ready.
Get him.
He's ready.
Get him, Dave.
You let him go. The Cowboys won.
Get him, Dave.
.org Global Christian Radio, powered by Spreaker Radio, can be heard Wednesdays between 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m.
The sponsors want it.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Don't you dare.
Don't.
Be sour.
That's right.
That's right. Make life from booty to booty aid. Clap and feel the power.
There it is. He's been waiting for 3 weeks.
Yes,
he waited for 3 weeks.
Dre, get up, man. Keep going.
Bryce was over there scared. What is he doing?
He looks like a volcano.
I wonder if he was going to start shouting or something.
I thought he was a volcano. It's about to
All he needed was a
sun.
wig.
And they would be flapping.
Exactly.
a toupee. Next time he do that, we give this man a toupee.
And an ascot.
Yo! Okay, y'all.
Are we over? Are we done?
I have a couple more things. Additionally, you can catch us Thursdays. It's been 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but we come on at 6, baby, on WEAA 88.9 FM in Baltimore, and the NWA Sports Report with Sean Yost, featuring Dre, me, Crevante. Should be interesting this week. Byron, you've even been on there. I've hosted. Listen into our show next week as our guest is Will Mapp, host of WEAA's 88.9 FM's technology segment, called The Sync on Briefcase Radio, Sundays at 8 p.m., as we'll be debating LeBron James' ranking in the latest NBA news. As always, until next time, continue to listen to The Flex Zone, and I'm going to say it like I say it every week, and it's mine, so I'm going to say it. I'm McKell like Kevin McKell, and for the rest of the guys, we say peace. It's done.
Like that, we gone.